Welcome YouTube family. I thought we'd stream Battlefront today. I'm in a Star Wars mood, and luckily enough, we have a brand new trait card to unlock. That trait card is, of course, Escape Artist. She may not look like much kid, but she's the fastest trait card in the galaxy. And that's actually quite literal. It's not even figurative. You lived the good life in the Outer Rim, swiftly escaping with stolen riches before anyone was the wiser. Level 1 grants us a small sprint speed boost. Level 2 grants us a high sprint speed boost, and level 3 not only gives us that high sprint speed boost, but also melee strikes instantly kill. I like that. Currently, we have this almost entirely unlocked. In order to unlock this, you need 5 melee hits on enemies, and you need 10 uplink defend events. So all we need to do is score 6 uplink defend events, and then we're going to play around with the trait card after we unlock it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be just like old times. Alright, let's hop into Walker Assault. And we're going to be doing some old school Walker Assault, by the way. Circa 2015 Vanilla Battlefront pre-DLC. And that's because we're playing with our YouTube subscribers right now. If you guys are new to the family, if you're new to the channel, we play a lot with our subscribers. And if you guys want to join up with us, if you have a PlayStation 4, go to your friends list. Go to communities, go to the massive G community with 9.9 thousand players, that's how you know it's the right one. Then go to the leftmost tab, that's where you're going to find our party that I'm currently in. And I just started it, so if you guys want to hop in, we'll play some Battlefront together. Junless waste, huh? You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. This is a dangerous place. Let's make sure we're ready. Yo, massive good evening! I hope you're good. How you doing? Thank you, Graham. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm always doing good, though, when it's a Star Wars day. Star Wars days. Those are good days. I just recently rewatched most of A New Hope. Not in its entirety, unfortunately. I wanted to finish it, but unfortunately I was just kind of pressed for time. But I fit into Star Wars wherever I can. I really hope that they release despecialized editions of the original trilogy. Not to say that the Lucas editions are bad per se. Some may argue that they are. I'm not one of those people. However, I do argue that they're not quite in the vein of the original vision of Star Wars. Of course, I was watching the despecialized edition of A New Hope. If you already own the Blu-rays, well, the despecialized editions, they're not too hard to find. You can Google them. They're called Harmy's Despecialized Editions, and they look pretty damn good. They're not quite completely Blu-ray quality, because they do have to pull from some of the theater prints, and not only the theater prints, but they also have to pull from some of the Laserdisc editions before the Blu-rays, because unfortunately in the age of Blu-rays, we only have the specialized Lucas editions. But I digress. I'm gonna make sure this uplink stays offline. And damn, is that a... What is that? Okay, so are they called nerfs? I was gonna say, is that a nerf? But I don't want to look stupid. I'm not too keen on... Oh crap. I'm not too keen on native life forms in the Star Wars universe. Thank you very much for that, Luke Skywalker. You just gave me an autograph, but in lightsaber. Personally, I would have asked for a pen autograph or a pencil autograph. Lightsaber, it's a little too permanent. Oh, nice.
Indicate the rebels have activated an uplink station.
Imperial chicken walkers on the way. Chicken walkers will provide support, keeping the uplinks offline.
Alright, we're into the uplink that Luke Skywalker just kicked our butt at, and hopefully he just comes straight at us. I really hope he does. I hope he picks a fight with this thing, because we're just gonna stomp on him, we're gonna squish him real good, turn him into ground beef. Anyway, we all know that Han Solo looks a bit like a scruffy-looking nerf herder, but what are nerf herders and what do they do? Do they... Oh, Banthas. So nerf herders herd Banthas and not nerf guns. That makes a lot of sense. I guess it'd be kind of weird just herding a bunch of foam shooters from the 90s. Of course, the rebellion has to get their weapons somewhere. Imperial jokes. Oh, you gotta love them. Missiles away. There's someone in that cave. Unfortunately, we weren't able to open it up. Well, we got some Imperial forces on the way into the cave, but he hasn't exited. So I'm guessing he's probably dead by now. Luke Skywalker. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Well, we weren't able to get Luke, unfortunately. Let's just stay on the objective. Let's go back after this uplink and make sure it stays offline. Currently, we have a lot of troopers heading to that position. Let's afford them all the support we can.
Rebel bombers are making their attack run.
Oh, yeah, I see him. I see him. Grenades out. All right, we got one good kill. Another good kill. All right, let's get some more under our belt. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, I'm stuck. Oh, no! Come on, man! They're just dive bombing my butt! That A-wing just smashed directly to the broadside of our chicken walker. That was very rude. Oh, crap. Alright, I just realized our walkers are unprotected. Luckily, they just had one... Wait, what? What? They just had one measly Y-wing. That was it. Wow. Today, my job is easy. Oh, man. Yo, usually it's the high command like Grand Moff Tarkin or Palpatine that get this kind of treatment. I can get used to this. Please don't take that chicken walker. Oh, damn it. I knew that was going to happen. Damn, that's too bad. Maybe he'll die. No. He just blipped out of existence. That means he was reborn, reincarnated into a beautiful little chicken walker. Alright, let's move up. We gotta push these uplinks ASAP. Now, I'm not sure if shooting rebellion forces near the downed uplink will count as keeping it offline or defending an uplink. It probably won't. We'll probably have to wait until the next round when we're playing as the rebellion to actually make any progress on this Hoth contract that we got ourselves stuck with. Which, of course, if you guys don't know what Hoth contract we're going after a Hoth contract today. This is a brand spanking new contract, and it is called Escape Artist. Basically, it makes you the fastest soldier in either the Rebellion or the Empire. Which, honestly, is quite a feat. Because it's not exactly light, this Stormtrooper armor that I got on. Hell, I can't remember, but I think they have AC in the armor, but I'm not quite sure. But they'd better. Oh man, no way in hell I'm gonna be running this thing. I'm not gonna be running a marathon in this. It's too dangerous. Also, it's too hot. Ah, crap. I knew that thing was gonna take me down sooner or later. I should have just bit the bullet and tried to take it out myself. Hey, we just spawned on Palpatine's elite. We have a Crimson Guard near us. Badass, man. Oh, I love these. Crap. Here I am killed by a Weequay. Yo, I'm killed by a Weequay in front of an Imperial Guard. How bad does that look? It looks real bad. It looks real bad. Palpatine is going to have my head for this. Well, I mean, I died, so I guess he won't. But he would. If I lived through that, he would kill me for dying, living through the... I'm not going to, I'm just going to walk away from that. It's getting real confusing. Real confusing. Oh my god. It's not Jason Bourne, but it's a hell of a lot of Rebellion soldiers. Oh, we gotta take these guys out. I'm not looking forward to it. There's a heck of a lot of them on this ridge. Wait. Nice. Nice. Unfortunately, that orbital ground pound did absolutely zip. The Rebellion forces were already out of dodge by the time their orbital drop actually hit. I think I see Palpatine. I'm not sure. Alright. We best be on our best behavior, because I'm not sure, but I think that Palpatine is around here somewhere. Also, welcome YouTube family! I don't think I've said that today. Welcome, guys. It's good to have you with us. Alright, I know there's someone behind us. Let's find out where they are. Well, I guess that's the only one we have. Also, I found a solution to my PlayStation 4 having a terrible, terrible time keeping my controller in sync and like connected. So not everybody's gonna have this issue, and I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. I'm not saying that this is an issue with every single PlayStation 4, but quite a few PlayStation 4s have one heck of a time trying to keep the controllers actually connected. And what will happen is the controllers will go into desync occasionally. And basically what that means is everything that I do on the controller will have input lag. And if I press jump, for instance, I won't jump until literally 1 to 2 seconds. And I'm not talking any seconds, I'm talking Mississippi seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And that's how long it takes for me to actually do the corresponding action after I press the button. Regardless, the problem that is actually present that's causing this issue is the fact that the wireless transceiver signal is really weak in the PS4. So the closer you get it, the less problems you'll have. So, I tried putting my PlayStation 2 feet away. Too far. 1 foot away. Too far. Guess what? I'm resting my hands on top of my PS4, which is sitting on my desk. And obviously, inside of my hands is my beautiful limited edition Star Wars Battlefront Darth Vader controller, cradled in my palm, literally resting on top of my hot-ass PlayStation 4. And no, I'm not saying this PlayStation 4 is sexy. It's anything but. It's just really hot, man. It's sweating out here. It's like it's been sitting out in 100-degree heat. Oh, God. Damn. Augmented turret, no wonder it took us down so fast. But, yeah, I've got a really simple solution for you guys that were unfortunate enough, like me, to buy a launch PS4. Just put it on your lap. Put that baby right on your lap. You'll have a nice lap warmer come wintertime, and maybe sometimes you won't get disconnection issues with your controller. So that is quite a joy. Very happy about that. Speaking of which, Sony just announced PlayStation 4.5, so to speak. Alright, you probably have heard of the PlayStation Neo. I've made a video about it. Everything I said in that video, the PlayStation Neo still stands. So I may not make a new video on the PlayStation Neo, which is now called the PlayStation Pro, but maybe I will. Regardless, PlayStation Pro, it's got a new look to it. And honestly, I'm not too sure if I like it. It looks like a 3-layer cake. You know the PlayStation has 2 layers stacked on top of each other, basically? 2, what are they, trapezoids or whatever? Well, oh my God, it's not enough. Damn it. Okay, that was adorable. I'm picturing that's not enough, his little brother, you know, his little bro. He wasn't good enough to be a fighter pilot. His eyes weren't quite like saucer-sized. They were more like teacup size. And unfortunately, that's bad eyesight where Nandep comes from. Celestians, they gotta have saucer, like dinner plate-sized eyes if they're gonna be a fighter pilot. Anyway, he wasn't eye good enough to be a fighter pilot, so instead, he just became a soldier, and he's trying to make him proud, you know, make his big bro proud, because his big bro is a damn hero in the rebellion. He really is. He's been in most of the Star Wars movies, episode 4, 5, well, not 4, 5, 6, and 7. 3 Star Wars movies. That's incredible. Better get to cover. I don't know where these guys are. Okay, that's a friendly. I don't know where these guys are, but they're probably right behind me. If any of my previous matches have anything to say about it. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go on to a completely unrelated subject. So the Battlefield 1 beta was awesome. Unfortunately, it's just ended. So they said that the beta was gonna go on until September 8th. Today is the 8th. Technically the beta ended just before the 8th. I'm shocked, honestly. I really am. I thought they were going to extend the beta. I would have staked my life on it. Thank God I didn't. But I was going to really...
Rebel troopers have activated the uplink station.
Okay, I wasn't going to make a real bet, but honestly, if I could have made like... Okay, for $100, they're going to extend the beta at least a day. Do you take that bet? I would say yes. And I'm not even a betting man. That is how sure I was because of all the server issues, all the glitches, all the bugs. That's how sure I was that they're going to extend the beta by at least a day. Nope. Turns out they not only didn't extend the beta at all, but instead, it ended just before the 8th. I understand that in some time zone it ended right on the 8th. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. But, yeah, most time zones it ended just before the 8th, and that's kind of disappointing. I was really looking forward to streaming that today. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun streaming Battlefront right now, so I'm not too burned out about it, but this morning when I woke up and I tried to log into Battlefield 1, I was very disappointed. Because I wanted to do one last send-off, you know, one last stream with the Battlefield 1 beta before we have to wait until October 18th, or October 20th. If you buy the deluxe edition or the ultimate edition, you get it like 2 days early, the 18th, which I am definitely doing because I can't wait to stream it again. But, yeah, it was a damn good beta despite all the glitches and bugs, and it's just a shame that we're not able to play it anymore. But speaking of new content, Smooth. Oh, he had the SC-14C. That just reams you at close range. Good man. Honestly, I wish I had the W-4 right now. In fact, I probably should have spawned with that instead of the E-11. Regardless, speaking of new games, speaking of new concept, Death Star DLC is coming very soon, and I'm super hyped about that. Namely, because it's the Death Star. You know, it's space battles. It's awesome! It's got the trench run, it's got Chewie. It doesn't have Obi-Wan. That's regrettable. I'm very sad about that, actually, but that's okay. That's okay. It's got the trench run, and honestly, that's what I was looking forward to the most. Obi-Wan was second. I was looking forward to him second most, but trench run always comes first. I'm a huge fan of Episode 4, and this is basically the Episode 4 DLC. Technically, the Outer Rim was kind of Episode 4 as well, because, you know, it had a lot of the Outer Rim in Episode 4, but, Death Star DLC, baby. This isn't the second Death Star. This is the first Death Star. This is the trench run Death Star. Crap. This is the trench run Death Star, and I'm super hyped about it. Alright, we gotta refocus our efforts. At the beginning of the stream, we're doing great. Well, at the beginning of the match, we're doing great. The stream literally just started, so if you guys are joining up, you're just in time. Welcome, guys. Anyway, we get off in too many tangents. I love discussing Star Wars and talking shop, but
Damn it, our team needs us.
and I just realized to use Admiral Akbar's voice, even though we're fighting as the Empire right now. Oh my god! We would have died no matter what. That was a thermal imploder, we couldn't get away in time. Damn. My partner's just lasting a long time up there. Look at him. Look at his TIE interceptor. I can't even remember how long he's been up there. It's been like 3 minutes. Which is a really long time in TIE interceptor time. Alright, I don't trust in these explosions. It's too many explosions. Oh, crap. Well, they've got 4 Y-Wings inbound. It's not exactly the toughest run-up we've ever seen. Oh, God. Nice, nice. Your grenade missed. Thank goodness for that.
Oh, you kidding me? You kidding me?
Yo, I thought for sure that scattergun was going to knock him out. Scattergun's kind of inconsistent sometimes. Either you get a kill at distance, or you don't get a kill at distance. It's kind of random. It's not that they're not useful at distance. They are useful at range. It's just, you gotta, like, be super precise to actually get that kill at range. Which is good. Obviously. You don't want it to be OP. Well, that's a fun little match. Let's see, you guys are saying Star Wars is the best. Yes, that is, I concur. That is true, Apple Crow. That is very true. Sick today. Your stream is brightening my day. Dom the Bomb. Thank you, man. That's really nice of you to say. Yo, I would totally love to stream when I'm sick, because so I watch a lot of YouTube, and I really like it. I really like it. I like it more than television. I got some TV shows that I like, but I don't know, there's just nothing like hanging out with people that have similar interests, especially live. Although I love YouTube video creators, not just live streamers, but it's honestly kind of replaced television for me. So that actually kind of means a lot. That really means a lot, actually. You said that, Dom. I appreciate that, man. Hey, listen, we're a big happy fam here, and the reason that I stream is for you guys. It really is. I like producing videos, and I would definitely be producing videos right now if I wasn't live streaming. But live streaming is just like another plane for... Wait a second. What team are we on? Oh, thank goodness. Anyway, live streaming for me is just... It's really the next level. I love it. And it makes me happy. Live streaming makes me happy. I wish that I could live stream when I'm sick, but whenever I'm sick, it's something to do with my throat. So I can't do that. That's my weak spot. My throat. That's how I get sick. Every time I get sick, it's either like some sesame seed or poppy seed getting stuck in my throat, or hell, just me picking up some bug that's going around. No, oh, man, I wanted that. That's too bad. All right, we're playing as the Rebellion, which means we need to double our efforts, focus on defending each and every one of these objectives. And we need to play the damn objectives all the way, all the time, right on down the line. This is how we're going to get the trait card, Escape Artist. So, as much as I'd like to get you, Mr. A-Wing, Not going to be able to do that. Instead, we just got to get to the point. We had to defend. Oh my god. We got to defend 6 objectives before we complete our Hutt contract. Where are these guys?
Imperial forces are on the way. Keep the uplink offline. We need more Y-wings on the bombing range.
Oh, I see him. Got a trooper spotted. Nice. Nice. Good job, teammates. Oh, look at that little bottleneck pass. I forgot about that one. Oh, God. Poor bastard. Had a rebellion force making through this little ridge right here, and he's probably dead by now. I guarantee you, he's dead. I'm going to third person, see if I can spot anybody around this corner. No, I am not. Yo, whatever rebellion soldier made it through this pass, he went too deep. He went too deep. I can't even find him. And now I'm making the same mistake. I'm going too deep. Oh, crap.
Oh, God! Credo! Be forewarned. The Imperial forces have hired the work of the notorious bounty hunter Greedo.
I wish we had none. Really, he's a perfect counter for Greedo, which ironically, I mean, they're both released in the same expanded pack, so I guess it makes sense that they would be a perfect counter for each other, but still. I haven't found any hero icons, otherwise I would totally choose none of them myself. Well, we're really close to this objective. Might as well defend this one. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's just not good. Alright, we gotta take this chicken walker out. He is no joke. Unfortunately, I do not have any special weapons. I don't have any ion shots. So, I'm not gonna be very effective at taking this guy out. Oh, crap.
Oh, crap. Nice.
Oh my god! I just saw a huge explosion. I thought it was that ATST. It wasn't the ATST. He's just fine. I don't even know what that explosion was.
Maintain control of that uplink station so Rogue Squadron can help us with those walkers.
Nice. Yo, he's got to be dead now.
All right.
Let's move forward. Let's reactivate this uplink. Unfortunately, that kill doesn't count for anything. We have to have the uplink before we can actually start defending it. Which we don't have it yet.
Heads up. Enemy soldiers sighted.
Well done. We've activated the uplink.
I would not want to be underneath this sandcrawler. I don't know about you guys, but I don't exactly trust Jawas to be the best engineers. Unless, you know, they hire someone to fix their sandcrawlers for them. I don't know, I just feel like this is a lawsuit waiting to happen. And unfortunately, for people that are actually involved in unfortunate accidents in the Star Wars universe, I'm pretty sure that lawsuits don't exist. You never hear of a lawyer in the Star Wars universe. Hell, they can't exist. If they did exist, Palpatine abolished them because Palpatine has possibly created the most hostile work environment there ever was in the entire galaxy. And he's an ass. He really is. I love him. In fact, that's why I love him, but I wouldn't want him to be my boss. And if he was my boss, I would definitely not put up with that. Well, I would put up with that, otherwise he'd kill me. But I digress. That's why we don't have lawyers in the Star Wars universe. Alright, something's weird here. We have scanners being picked up behind us. Where are these guys? It's very faint, so I don't even know where they are. Yeah. I think it was actually referencing the TIE fighter. It totally was. Weird. I don't actually remember TIEs or enemy aircraft actually being picked up on my radar before. It's very strange. I almost feel like jetpacks should be standard. Almost everybody uses them anyway. You know what? They probably will be standard in the next Star Wars Battlefront, actually. In the sequel trilogy. Battlefront! Ah! Oh my god. They're everywhere! They're behind us, they're in front of us. Sup, just joined the stream? Nice. Welcome, Josh M Plays. You joined up pretty early, actually. Hello, stormtroopers.
Nice. Headshot.
Wish I had a pulse cannon right about now. I actually switched up my hands to be appropriate for the trade card we're about to unlock. Which is why I don't have a pulse cannon. Oh my god! Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, I hate that ability. He just activated his personal shield. Jesus.
Take the death like a man!
Actually, crap. I don't know if that was a man under that stormtrooper uniform. I'm sorry about that. Take it like Palpatine would want you to take it. Actually, that's probably exactly how Palpatine would have wanted him to take it. Oh my god. Oh crap. It's dark. Shit. Didn't even matter in the end. That was a pretty good orbital strike. He was in striking distance with us. Like, he was super close. That's actually the best way to get orbital strikes. If you can get up close and personal to the enemy, you can usually discern when they're going to be and where they're going to be within the time necessary of the orbital strike's travel time.
We've defeated Vader.
That was a hob job of a sentence, but it checks out. I'm curious if they're going to revamp star cards in the Battlefront sequel. Personally, I think they will. I think they're going to change up the whole system. Oh, crap. For the better, I'm not sure. Hopefully, obviously, but I think they're going to do something radical, honestly. What? I don't know, but something radical.
Nice! Double kill!
Oh, damn! Yes! Yo, that was beautiful. That was fantastic. Thank you, teammates, for keeping me alive. Oh, man. I don't know where my sorry butt would be without these guys. Please tell me I tossed that nade. Damn. I tossed it, but I didn't get any kills. I got an assist, which I guess is good enough. Now, what the heck are we doing? Where are you? Oh. Hello, mama. Please be something good. Vehicle turret. I can work with that. Hopefully we meet an ATST in these hallways. Probably very unlikely. Oh, Jesus!
Nice.
Beautiful. Oh my god, that's a crack shot. I'm not even mad. That's a damn good shot. I've been playing so much Battlefield 1 recently, I was immediately expecting upon my death to be revived by a medic. But there are no revives in the Star Wars universe.
Bombers are making their attack run.
I mean, how silly would it be if you're like just cut in half by Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, and then somebody just sticks a needle in your butt, and then all of a sudden you're okay, somehow. Ah, that's unfortunate. How the heck did he even get up there? Jetpacks, of course. Oh my god. Oh, well. I could have gone about that a little differently. Has he gotten the trade card yet? No, we're doing the traditional ramp up to the trade card and unlocking process. Although I kind of did start the unlocking process beforehand. So it's not completely like our usual trade card streams or our usual HUD contract streams where we unlock the entire HUD contract on stream. This is going to be a little different this time. Instead, we're just partially unlocking it since it was already partially unlocked. All we need is like 4, I think now, maybe 5 uplink defenses, and we're going to be good.
New uplink smoking.
But I'm actually pretty excited about it because it's a really different trade card. In fact, I don't think there's been a trade card, or not even trade cards, but I don't think there's been anything in Star Wars Battlefront quite like the Escape Artist trade card. It's gonna make you real fast. I haven't seen a lot of people using it, which is kind of surprising to me. Come on, baby. Damn. Damn. I was really hoping for a kill there. Anyway, like I was saying, I haven't seen a lot of people using it. I don't know if people don't like it. I have held off on actually reading what people thought about it because I want to make my first impressions pure. I don't want to have any of my first impressions tainted by negativity or anything like that, because I notice a lot of people have different ideas of what they like in Battlefront, which is I thought it was behind cover, which is completely cool. Obviously, different strokes for different folks. That's exactly why I didn't want to read anything about it before I actually used it myself. So I'm actually not sure what the general consensus is on the trade card right now. I'm guessing people don't like it because I haven't seen anybody using it, but I don't see what's not to like, aside from the fact that maybe you just cannot afford not to use the Berserker trade card because of everybody else using it, and you would put yourself at a severe disadvantage if you didn't use the Berserker trade card. I could see something like that. In fact, I can really see something like that. Actually, that's probably going to happen, but I don't know. I really like the Scout trade card, but once that Berserker trade card came into play, you just really couldn't compete as effectively. Oh my god, it's Jason Palpatine born. Jason Palpatine? What a lame name that would be. Not that there's anything wrong with Jason, but for the name of a dark, evil emperor, probably shouldn't be Jason. You can just see Darth Vader walking up to him and being like, "What is thy bidding, Jason, Master Jason?" That'd be hilarious. Well, I no longer have my vehicle turret, so that ATST is invulnerable as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's get to these uplinks. Damn, I'm shocked we didn't take any damage. Which trait do you guys use? Mainly, lately, ever since the release, really, I've been using the Berserker trait card. Now, before the Berserker trait card's release, I had been using... Oh, my God. Boba Z! Yo, that's one of our YouTube family members. That was a beautiful kill he got. Because not only did he get a kill, which he did very nicely, but additionally, he insulted us. Through multiple generations, he insulted me, he insulted my fathers, and my fathers before my fathers by stealing that little item that I was going to grab.
Be careful! They outgun us!
I was actually just... Wait. Nice, we got another item here. I was actually just watching my forefront, rather than anything behind me. Because I was expecting that there's something on my radar in front of me, hiding behind those containers and crates. Turns out there's probably just an X-Wing, or an A-Wing, or another aerial vehicle. Damn you, Palpatine. That was a good kill, though. That was a really good kill. Yeah, for those of you guys wondering what the new trait card is, you get a minor increase to your sprinting speed with trait level 1. With trait level 2, you get a high boost to your sprinting speed, and with trait level 3... Oh, crap. Just reading the chat room. With trait level 3, you get the high sprinting speed, but you also get something additional. And that, of course, is instant melee kills. So you no longer have to be behind somebody or hit somebody with low health to get a kill. Instead... Alright, let's focus. Let me finish my sentence first. Instead, it's just a one-hit kill no matter what with melee, in addition to that high speed boost at trait level 3. Alright, let's get back in the game. And we gotta focus because we don't have a lot of Y-Wings. This is probably gonna be a loss. That's okay, we had some fun. We talked about what we needed to talk about. Now, we play the game. See if I can do a grenade bounce here. Nice. Critical hit. I like that. Yes! You see that? Scatter gun is great at range. Alright. I don't see these guys. Let's move up. Don't let these thugs intimidate you. Where the heck are they anyway?
The uplink station has been activated.
Weird. Alright, let's just stick close to this uplink station and make sure it stays online. We need those defense kills anyway.
Walker targeted by our Y-Wing.
We don't have much time. Crap. Alright, we need some more Y-Wings and desperately. Oh, crap. Well, there's our little buddy. Oh, come on, man! Yeah, you deserve to be high on yourself. That was a good kill. You snuck up behind all my teammates. We didn't even see you. I was distracted with that ATST. Ah, still, I would have loved to have gotten a defensive kill. Let's see if we can get one now.
Wait
a second.
Spotted in your quadrant. Don't let Fed take you by surprise.
Be ready for hostile.
Cool thing is we have Luke Skywalker to assist us now.
Well done.
Crap, none of these kills matter.
Activated the
We gotta move up. Oh, man! Alright, no more uplinks. Which means none of our kills matter. Aside from, you know, just winning the game. But we weren't focusing on winning the game, we were focused on getting that trait card. Which I guess is a little selfish of us. Honestly, we probably should have been born a stormtrooper. Oh my god. That's real close. Really close. Nice. Grenade out. Oh, crap. I didn't realize that friendly grenades would bounce off friendly shields, but they do. I guess that makes sense. Still a little tiny bit sour over it. Well, probably shouldn't waste this. Let's go use that orbital strike. We have like one Y-wing's worth of time to do it. Alright, there it goes. Nice. At least it wasn't a waste. We got a single kill. That makes it all worthwhile. Damn.
That's a defeat for the rebellion. We've lost our transport ships.
Better luck next time. Still, we're a heck of a lot closer to getting that trade code unlocked now. In fact, we're so close to it. Let's just help our team members. We won't focus on just getting the uplink kills. We'll focus on actually helping them out. We'll change our ways. Well, no we won't. No we won't. We're about to be the Empire. We need to back out. So you can't defend uplinks that are offline. You can defend uplinks that are online, but not uplinks that are offline. So if you are looking to get this trait card ASAP, you want to be playing as the Rebellion. So, unfortunately, I'm going to be a deserter. I'm going to have to leave the army. The Imperial army, the scariest army to actually desert. I wonder if they have deserts in the Imperial army. Like, they have rations and everything. Are deserts a thing in the Star Wars universe? Yes. Yes, I think they are. I think I remember seeing a dessert somewhere. I think it was like space ice cream or something. Oh, of course they do. Yeah, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens video game. He was Wookiee cookies. That's canon now. That's actually canon. Wookiee cookies and 9 Nubs Bumbleberry ice cream. So you got ice cream and you got cookies in Star Wars universe. So you definitely have desserts. My question is, did Palpatine commit war crimes by not giving his stormtroopers desserts with their rations? Did he just give them like space rice and space bread and space compost meat? Also, we have got 8 YouTube family members inside of our party right now playing with us. This is great. After a few matches, we're going to refresh the party so some new people have a chance to join. But for now, let's hop back into Walker Cell and cross our fingers that we're going to be fighting for the Rebellion. I really hope we're fighting for Rebellion. I want some desserts with my rations. Oh, you can defend it offline. Awesome. Well. I stand corrected. We totally can defend it offline. I guess we technically are still defending it, yeah. We're defending the uplink from being activated by the enemies. I don't think that the uplink would want to be defended in that way. Crap, we're having a tough time funding a match. I just realized, though, last match we weren't playing with all of our YouTube family members. Like, most of the people in our party were probably in queue, not actually inside of the match, so this still works out for the best. And then we got 6 of our massive family members inside of the Imperial army. That's great. Shouldn't take long. Usually it takes like 30, 40 seconds before it just dumps a whole bunch of people on you. 10 more players. Alright, let's do it. How long you been playing? We've been playing for... Oh my god, really? Hold on, let me refresh this. I'm not sure if this is right. We've been playing for 38 minutes? Have we? Wow. Wow. Damn. Time flies. I did not realize that we've been playing... Is that accurate? I think that may be counting from the time that I started previewing the stream to make sure that the volume was good. Yeah, I can't believe that's accurate. Anyway, we almost have enough players. Just need 8 more. People keep leaving. People keep leaving. What do you think it's gonna be faster if you leave? Okay, maybe it will be. But I'm just not gonna make it faster for the rest of us. We may as well just hunker down. As soon as we get somebody that's not in our party on the Imperial side, it should be a lot faster. But currently, yeah, there we go, nice. Alright, we're locked in. It's no sweat now. For some reason, it's definitely paying favor to the Rebellion side compared to ours. Now it's evening out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, start up the match. We got enough people. Massive, do you read the Star Wars comics? Obi-Wan and Anakin, my girlfriend loves that series. She also loves the Poe Dameron series, and coincidentally, those are the two comics that I'm reading in the Star Wars universe. The Poe Dameron comics and the Obi-Wan and Anakin comics are great, respectively. They're both awesome. I'm gonna take a swig of water real quick. Excuse me. I'm gonna mute it so you don't have to hear me slurping it down. Give me a sec. I've been waiting a long time for this moment. My YouTube friends. Welcome, massive family. If you just joined up with us, we're throwing down with some Star Wars Battlefront. This is a brand new match of Walker Assault in the Junlin Wastes. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. That's the truth. This place, it's crap hole. You don't want to be here. You don't want to live here. I mean, you can shoot wop rats with your T-16 from distance. You know, maybe take your land speeder into town every once in a while. Have some fun with your friends. That is, if you don't currently have chores you need to be doing at the moisture farms. But that's about it. You know, that's about it. You can also get some cheap droids, but they don't always work. In fact, most of the time when you go, oh crap, oh my God, panic. I will be right back. Yo, my, damn it. I got my controller plugged in via USB. I have my PlayStation sitting on my desk because the wireless signal's too low. The wireless signal's too low. And the water that's on the PlayStation. Yes, that is true. It's a mess. Damn it. Yo, that is the last straw, man. Oh, Jesus. Alright. So finally, when I get a hackneyed solution to stop my PlayStation 4 from desyncing my controller and having everything with input lag that I do in any game on the system, I find a solution, right? What I do is I put my PlayStation 4 on my desk, so it's literally inches away from my controller, and that's the only way that the wireless controller signal is strong enough to not give me input lag, right? So I think that I'm gonna have to last in my pain.
No! My life with PlayStation is pain!
Because I got my dumb little my dumb little USB dongle on my PlayStation charging up my controller because it's sitting on my desk. It's all flushed up, it's too close, and then I knock my water over. Thanks, PlayStation. Oh my God.
Rebel uplink offline.
No, it's like that relative that you got. It's always had it out for you, and then they die. But even in death, they find some way to make your life hell. That's PlayStation right now. Oh my God. I'm back.
Shut it down to stop a Y-wing bomber attack.
Okay, cool. I'm okay. I am okay. Mentally, that's a broad question. Physically, nothing's damaged. Unfortunately, not even the PlayStation, because damn it, I really deserved it. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne up there. He's got a green lightsaber and he's gonna kick our ass. Crap, they see me. Yeah, they all see me. I feel like I just went swimming with this controller. It's all wet. Oh my God. And no, that's not why my controller doesn't work. That's not why my PlayStation doesn't work. I'm not spilling water on it all day. That's a result of the PlayStation not working, is the spilling of the waters. What a dumb story. What a dumb little situation just happened. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, that completely derailed this game. But we really do need to focus here. Because if we don't, we won't have victory. And we need victory. We need to keep these uplands offline. and then defend the offline uplinks.
Yes!
Oh, he's pissed. He is so pissed. He's about to take out a smart rocket and blast our butt to Kingdom Come. Luckily, we shot first. We channeled our inner Han Solo. He channeled his inner Greedo. Or, you know, Lucas specialized editioned him. I don't like it when I've been specialized editioned. It's not a very pleasant feeling. Good kill. Oh, crap. That's the one disadvantage about third person is you can't see what's in front of your blaster barrel, so you don't know if you're... Oh my god! Woo! Woohoo! Yes! Oh man.
You will know the power of the dark side. You will pay for your traitorous acts.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Vader time.
Cut them down where they stand!
This is fantastic.
Imperial forces, Lord Vader has touched down on the battlefield to provide support. Keep the uplinks offline, and do not disappoint your master.
Excuse me? Excuse me, you coming after the Sith Lord, old man? Where'd he go? I'm gonna teach this guy a few new tricks. Like dying. It's diabolical. Crap. That was not what I expected it would be. I was expecting a little tiny multi-kill right there. Did not get that. Nice little force choke though. Alright. Let's get our ducks in a row. We are a hero, yes, but we're not invincible. We already lost a decent amount of health. So let's stop hot dogging it. And let's play like Vader. That's actually something I really respect about Vader. He does not care for the flashy. Unlike Palpatine, who is an absolute... Oh my god. Ah! Who is an absolute badass, yes. But he really does care about making an entrance and making a big show and a big to-do. But Darth Vader just like, yo, I got a job to do. I don't even really care. I'm just gonna get it done. And damn it, I'm not gonna lose that health insurance because I got a really expensive suit here. Well, unfortunately, he did just lose that health insurance. But what a sad existence Vader has. If you think about it, really. It's unfortunate. Palpatine, I don't know if you guys know this. It's not explained in the movies, but it is canon, and it's still canon. I'm pretty sure it's still canon anyway. Disney may have changed it, but it was that Darth Vader's suit was purposefully Star Fox fan. Hey, cool. I love Star Fox. Anyway, Palpatine purposefully built restraints into Darth Vader's suit. He purposefully made it weaker than it should have been. Weaker than it would have been. To keep Vader on a tight leash. Not only that, but he made it more painful and more uncomfortable than it needed to be. Because as long as Vader was in pain, as long as Vader needed Palpatine, it was very easy to keep Vader in line and doing whatever Palpatine wanted him to do. Is it just me or... Crap. Is it really difficult to do that tuck and roll sometimes? Most of the time I just crouch like an Oompa Loompa going up and down. What? Well. Damn. Damn you non-nub. Never assume that whatever barrage is raining down upon you is finished unless it's actually finished. It's probably gonna end up getting you killed. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Great. They're coming behind us. Alright. We gotta redouble our efforts. Palpatine's not gonna be happy about this. Oh crap. Oh crap. There's death all around us. This get. Hey, you know what? Let's go to time yourself. It's been a while. Beautiful. Oh. Yeah. These things are awesome. Yo. Crap. Hold on. Check this out. Where did he go? Oh. Weird. I thought he was going to come back after me, but he's not. Well, decent amount of damage, but that's no kill. Alright, we've got a lot of X-Wings coming after us, unfortunately. and it's not going to be easy getting these guys off our 6. You know, we need to go low. We need to go real low. Do some maneuvers. Fancy maneuvers. We need at least one of these X-Wings dead now. We can't fight multiples off of us very easily.
Behind you. You got a whole
Crap.
vessel locking on.
They're both
The aliens
directly
right
behind
down
me.
the down.
What they're doing is they're circle. Wait. Crap. They're circle strafing. Circle strafing is very, very difficult to actually circumvent. Crap, we lost him. There he is.
Uplink station designated. Proceed at once.
Crap. That was the wrong one. Alright, so one was really low health. The other one is about half health now. See if we can find out where these guys went. Oh, crap. Yeah, they're firing at me. This is not good. I'm actually shocked we were able to evade them for this long.
Behind you. Shake them off.
Not for much longer, though, because they are directly behind us. I can't shake these guys. The interceptor will hold together. Come on,
Be on
girl.
the lookout for 9 Num.
Come on.
Rebel and a traitor to the Empire.
Yeah. Oh, God. They got another shot on me.
No!
Damn it! Oh, my God. He was so close. We almost had him.
Rebel forces have triggered the uplink.
You know, we could probably just fire at him from the ground and take him out no sweat. Yeah, you know what? I actually might do that. Let's see where that X-Wing's going. He should be looping around here. It's kind of hard to see him from the canyons. If I had a jetpack, I could get on top of one of these rocks, and that'll give me a good vantage point to actually scope him out. But, oh God, orbital strike incoming. This match is a literal meat grinder. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man! Damn it! Well, that same Rodian, I think these are two people playing together in a party. That same Rodian human combo just dropped up behind us just like 5 minutes ago. That's happened twice now. I'm curious if it's gonna happen again 5 minutes from now. This is getting insane. I hope that they're able to capture this level of chaos in the sequel trilogy Battlefront. This is possibly, well, okay, I was going to say it's probably the most chaotic game that really does a good job of representing a virtual war space, a virtual battlefield, but that's not true. Battlefield games and Battlefront games, because they're a little similar now, Battlefield and Battlefront games are the most chaotic things I've ever seen. They really do a good job of representing a virtual war. It's a lot of fun. There's just constant death everywhere. To the left, to the right, up and down, behind you, in front of you. It's insane. And defending against it it takes a lot of focus. Not only does it take a lot of focus, but also it takes a fair amount of luck. Which is pretty accurate. I like that.
Activated the uplink.
You're not in full control of your destiny. There could be a T-47 airspeeder coming right up behind you on a strafing run. You're not going to know about that. Or you could have non-nub. Just running straight at you, just gunning it. Which is a bold strategy. Let's see how it pays out for him. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah, PlanetSide 2, that's another game that does a great job of making the battlefield as chaotic as humanly possible. And if you guys haven't played a game like this before, if you've mainly played arena shooters, like Call of Duty, Unreal Tournaments, Overwatch, what else is there? The original Homefront, I guess some of the Ghost Recon games. Yeah, if you've mainly played arena shooters like that, this is really going to be a whirlwind for you. It's just going to be extremely intense. As it should be. Hell, it's no less... Nice shot. It's no less intense for me today than it was the first day that I played it. It really isn't. It really holds up. We're doing a pretty good job, though, keeping those things offline. Well, we've been doing a pretty good job. This last rung of uplinks is unfortunately the worst run that we've had yet. They have gotten quite a few Y-Wings locked in with that signal. Let's support Lord Vader. And this army of stormtroopers on their blitzkrieg. Holy crap, that's a... Oh my god, imagine if they had a thermal imploder and they tossed it in. Oh, I thought there was a thermal imploder, it's just a grenade. Woo! That would have been insane! Alright, Vader, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm surprised he's not going after that uplink. There's probably too many rebel forces over there. Well, I don't see them. Uplink is currently offline, which is great. We just need to keep it that way. I'm shocked that wasn't a kill.
Nice.
Wait, I see another weak way out here. Oh, nice one. That was close. That was way too close for comfort. Grenade out. Really wish I'd have backed the bomb right about now. Damn, they're all over us. Did you see that? So Vader was force-choking this rebellion soldier, right? And he was pulling him towards himself. So while his legs were flailing, it looked like he was running in the air. But he wasn't. He was being force-choked and dragged forward in a very brutal manner. That was actually really cool.
Nice, nice.
Anybody else want some of this? Step right up and get some. Yeah, they don't want any of this. I get a little overconfident though. I really shouldn't be as ballsy as I currently am. Oh god! Yep, let's not be that ballsy. Let's learn our lesson and let's be a little safe about this. Use strategy instead of brute force. Wait, I think I saw a rebel soldier going after my friend over here. No, I didn't. Oh, I got a sniper on the ridge. Oh crap.
They recruit the walker. Get those rebels off it.
We've lost a walker.
Good hits. Come on, baby, show yourself. Bespin Guard has now shown himself. We have two Y-Wings inbound. Unfortunately, both of our Imperial walkers were just taken down. The war is over. Or at least this battle in it. Quinn Lightblade suggests they should have a mode where it's last team standing, and when you die, you're out. So a hardcore mode. They might do that. That would be interesting, actually, if they did that. Because Battlefield is a very strategic game, right? There's a lot of strategy involved. Team play is obviously a vital component of Battlefield games. Yet it's not really a vital component of Battlefront. You have a partner system, yes. But, the partner system isn't... It's not like the squad system in Battlefield, so if they did add a hardcore mode, I really wonder how that would play out. Or you only had one life to live, because there are so many deaths in a match of Battlefront. You can cut down on those deaths if you're focusing, if you're playing right, if you're using strategy. It's actually not that difficult to cut down on deaths if you're having a good day and you're focusing 100%, but... I don't know. Two teams. One life each for everybody on those teams. I want to see it. I don't know if it would work, but I want to see it. That would be a spectacle.
Need to be operational.
It would definitely have to be on a smaller map, obviously. 64 versus 64, one life each. That would be incredible. 32 versus 32 with one life each, that would still be cool. And that's what's currently possible. But I don't think that would work at all. However, if it was something like 6v6, one life each, on each team, hardcore, you know, no third person, first person only. Where the heck is this hero pickup?
Uplink activated.
Gone. Wherever it was, I think. Unless it's up here. No, it's not. That's a shame. Kind of wanted that. You know what? Let's go for this A-Wing instead. If we can even get up there. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Climb, climb. Wait, wait. Oh, stop slipping. There we go. A-Wing is gone. That's just my luck. Oh, crap. the heck is that gun? Yo, that looks way more powerful than DLT-19. By the way, if you guys have a lot of problems with your PlayStation 4 controller with input lag, I found a solution. The solution is have your PlayStation 4 sitting on your lap or sitting on your desk and have your controller resting on top of it. That, obviously, if you have a disc instead of a digital download, you may have some issues with it. But I don't have a disc. I have a digital download of Star Wars Battlefront, and currently, it's working really good. Okay, they really need to change that. So the orbital strike warning is in blue text, like it's friendly, and it's letting you know that there's a friendly orbital strike in the area. But it's not a friendly orbital strike most of the time. It's actually a hostile orbital strike, but it always stays blue. The text is never red. By now, unless, you know, I haven't played in a little while, I'm just returning to it. By now, I've basically learned that. Whenever I see the text, I just learn to run. Look at my mini-map immediately, learn where it is, and then just get the hell out of Dodge. But if you're not, like, really thinking about it, it's still a little confusing in the moment. And obviously for new players, that's the biggest problem. New players aren't going to realize that blue, in that case, means bad. It's blue on your screen, yet red on your mini-map, but bad both ways. Got some nice critical hits, but not any kills. I think they may be dead now. Way to watch out for that AT-AT. Oh, Jesus. I don't have a jetpack, so I can't jetpack across the way. Thank you, partner. Luckily, our partner wasn't singled out, so they're doing just fine. I was able to spawn on them. Oh my god, that was close. He must have been using... Yeah, he's using third person. That's smart.
Bomber locking signal initialized.
Third person is a huge component of this game, by the way. A lot of people watching the stream right now, I've noticed, are actually new to Star Wars. Nice one, Vader. A lot of people watching the stream, I noticed, are actually new to Star Wars Battlefront. If you're thinking about buying the game, I highly recommend trying to use third person instead of first person. First person is great for immersion, it's really fun in terms of visuals, but third person, you can literally be completely unseen while being able to see the enemy. So you can see the enemy, but they can't see you. It's also true vice versa. The enemy can see you, but you can't see them. It just all depends. Regardless, there's a huge advantage to... Crap. There's a huge advantage to being able to see the enemy without them being able to see you. Look at this. He wouldn't be able to see me right now, but I'd be able to see him. A lot of people forget about third person having positives like that. So they just kind of stick to first person because it doesn't necessarily look the best, actually. I was going to say that it looks the best, but a lot of people stick to first person because it's the most immersive, and that's cool. But they don't really... There's that blue text again. They don't really think about how superior third person is in many aspects. For those of you guys asking about Facecam, the Stargazer is going to be releasing very soon, and I'll be picking it up. At which point we'll be doing Facecams, but I've actually done Facecams in the past. If you guys are curious about that, we've got some Facecams for our horror streams, like when we streamed the playable teaser, that awesome game by Kojima. Unfortunately, it's gone now. Game is no longer available for download, it's no longer in production. And it's a shame. I was really looking forward to it, but we still have the playable teaser downloaded on my PlayStation, so we'll probably be streaming it this October. I'm a big fan of that game. I keep calling it a game, and I'm going to continue to call it a game, but technically it's a playable teaser. It's more of a demo than anything else.
Uplink offline.
But it's the closest we're going to get to it being a game, because it's never going to be a game at this point. Grenade out. Please work. Please work. Oh my god.
Nice!
Thermal detonator kill. Decent damage, decent damage.
Yes!
Yo, nice takedown loot. I'm gonna back him up. I'm gonna act as his bodyguard. Great. What an ATST just outside of this perimeter. I can't tell if he's still there. It's really bright outside. I'm gonna assume that he is.
Nice one.
Oh man, I thought she was gonna live through that. You know, she was in the middle of a moat. And despite being in the middle of a moat, she still was able to fire her smart rocket out soon enough to kill him slightly before he killed her. Which is a nice little feat. She should be proud about that. Damn you, AT-AT. Yo, AT-AT's on point this match. You should just assume the AT-AT's going to be on point every match. Truth is, though, most matches the AT-AT either does nothing or they're very, very deadly. So sometimes you actually don't want to worry. Oh, I've been out of adrenaline stims. I just realized. So sometimes you want to avoid them. Other times you just want to ignore them and do whatever you're going to do without any regard for your life or any regard for the AT-AT's damage. This match is not one of those matches. Today is not one of those days. Oh crap, did I really body block her? Oh man. You guys are going all CSI on me right now. You're talking about how I might have body blocked that Twalik that fired out that smart rocket so she couldn't get behind cover. I don't know though. I don't know, because as soon as she fired out that smart rocket, she died. Not from the smart rocket radius of damage, because that was too far away, but from his blaster bolts traveling to meet her body. However, it is totally possible that I body blocked her. And you guys are making me feel bad about that. I'm getting a little bit of a guilt trip.
Has been tracked to your location. Shoot on sight.
Body blocking is actually a huge component of this game. Oh god. It really is though. It's super easy to body block somebody and obviously super deadly if you do. Nice. Good kill. Oh man, I have no adrenaline stims. I don't know what I'm thinking. I should really fall back.
Take cover, orbital strike.
Luke Skywalker's still doing pretty well. I'm actually shocked, but he's alive.
Well done.
Well, he's actually got a really good position right here. So I'm actually not too surprised he's alive. Oh my god. That was a damn nice multi-kill. It's a really good toss. It's almost like it all happened in slow motion. Why aren't you using the escape artist trait? Well, Rodrigo, in our live streams of new trait cards or new weapons, damn, these AT-ATs are on point. In our live streams of new trait cards and new weapons, what we do is we unlock it on stream, and then we use it on stream. It's a little tradition that we got going. Just hoping I can make it through their side to get that X-Wing. We gotta equip the jetpack. You just need that jetpack. It's really a necessary item. I'd like to just roll with a grenade and a shotgun, but
It won't be vulnerable for much longer.
I gotta replace one of them. I'm not sure which one. Probably the grenade. I'll probably keep the scatter gun. I really like that thing. Nice. Oh crap.
Uplink stations mapped.
Alright, good kill. Anybody else out here? Yep. Alright, ATST. Eat turret! Damn it. Didn't last long. That was a little ballsy of me. I rambled that. We should have just, like, snuck up behind him and then placed the turret. A little bit of patience. Although I may be glad that I didn't have any patience if this is a thermal imploder. Oh, it's a proximity bomb. Still checks out. Let's just place it right here. Nice. Very nice. That should score us a kill. His combo that he's got going there is like my worst nightmare. He's got a jetpack crossbow combo, and he's also got a charge card that's his personal shield. So he's got the personal bubble shield, he's got a jetpack that allows him to get up and over, like that guy's using right there, allows him to get up and over the enemies, and then utilize his crossbow to take him out from a distance. Up and over is the best way to actually utilize the crossbow. It's a splash damage weapon, especially now that it's in a diamond formation instead of a line formation. Oh god, where's this guy? Where's this guy behind us? Yep.
Uplink station engaged.
Oh, close but no cigar.
Locking sequence offline. Be on the lookout for Darth Vader.
One of our squad mates actually took him down.
Heads up. Enemy soldiers sighted.
Alright, let's go ahead and activate this thing. Crap! Sneaky! It's the best camouflage in the game right there. Shadow Trooper camouflage, also known as shadow camouflage, All you have to do is hide in a dark place, and you're not going to see him until it's too late. Unless you're in first person.
Station
In
engaged.
which case, it's a little easier to see him, so let's go ahead and switch to that. Hello there, Mr. Crossbow Combo. That's weird.
Hostiles ahead.
He actually put down an anti-vehicle weapon. Yet the Rebellion doesn't have any vehicles down here. Hell, the Rebellion doesn't have any vehicles, period, that could be used with that. Alright, let's push up.
It's the power of the
Looks like we're safe. For now, anyway. We have Darth Vader coming up. Yeah, there he is. Alright, I'm gonna stick at this position, even though it's gonna be a little hazardous doing so, because we do have Darth Vader currently on the way.
Bomber has a lock on the walker.
But it should be good.
Vader.
We're right next to an uplink. So if we ever wanted an area to get defense points, this is the area to do so. They should be coming in any second now.
Uplink station
They've been shooting us
engaged.
from a distance. We
Well
can
done.
resolve.
Now defended.
Yep. Starting to jet back in here. I'm actually kind of surprised they're not just snapping us from the ridge. Wait, we got something from the other side. Ooh, yeah. Damn, I was hoping for a bounce.
Y-wing targeting systems locked
No
in.
bounce for us.
Look sharp. Imperial's entering the area.
Yeah, we got Imperials all over this position. Just don't know where they are. We got some to the left, some to the right. All right, we have a lot of friendlies to the left, so I'm gonna assume they're only gonna be from the right.
We've received intel suggesting the Emperor is on his way.
By the way, if you see me just waste my entire munitions clip, or if you see me firing until I just overheat my weapon, it's because my PlayStation triggers are a little broken. And no, they're not sticky. I already cleaned them. That's just how many problems I have with PS4 controllers.
Y-wing
I just can't stop firing sometimes. Yeah, like right now. Damn it, damn it. Luckily, we're pretty good at the blaster cooldown minigame. And beautiful! Yo, we just unlocked the trait card of the live stream. She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid. Of course, talking about the Escape Artist trait card. That was insane. Yo, I didn't even
Hold
see
the
that
Imperials
grenade.
off that locator.
Just
We'll get any
non-stop
air
action,
support.
non-stop death. Alright, good kill. Let's move back down to the objectives. Damn, we took some fall damage that time around. Sometimes you take fall damage, sometimes you don't. It's luck of the draw. It's completely random. Unfortunately, we just happen not to be lucky. Han Solo should never take fall damage in this game.
Y-wing locked
That's
on
exactly how
the
lucky
EE4.
he is. Hello, Viper Probe Droid.
Imperials ahead.
Good kill. You know what I would like? Instead of double tapping circle, I just thought of this. Instead of double tapping circle, you should be able to hold circle down to do a roll. Double tapping circle is just, it's too finicky to get right in the heat of battle. You have to have your control stick exactly to the left or the right to be able to actually do it without looking like an Oompa Loompa just going up and down. So if you're able to hold circle, because you don't need to hold it to crouch, you just tap it to crouch. You can't go prone, so it's not like you need it for that. Instead, it should be hold circle to do the roll left and right. I think that would be a really good compromise. I think the reason that it doesn't do that right now is... There we go.
Kill from the grave.
The reason that it doesn't do that right now is because they're afraid that it's going to take too long for someone to hold circle down to actually start rolling. I think it would be faster if they just, like, hit circle twice real fast. But honestly, I think it's slower to hit circle twice real fast because there's just too great of an element of error involved. You just can't trust it. You can't trust like that. Additionally, and I think this would actually be more accurate than hitting circle twice with having your analog stick perfectly to the left or the right. That's too finicky. Instead, press X and circle at the exact same time. Or A and B, you know, if you're on Xbox. Regardless, you can hit both of them with your thumb pretty easily, yet it wouldn't happen very often accidentally, if at all. And it would be a lot easier to hit those two at the exact same time than it would to be holding your analog stick exactly precisely to the left or to the right and double tapping circle. I'm sure there's something that I'm missing here, but I think that that would be a far better solution. There's probably something that I'm missing. It's probably that PlayStation or Xbox made it legal to press X and circle or two buttons at once to do a specific action, or maybe there's another reason why you can't hold circle down. Maybe that's already used by some, like, I don't know. I actually can't see any reason why it wouldn't work. Alright, before we hop into this new match, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some charges. Yeah, nice. Alright, let's also go ahead and equip our new trait card. Wait. Hold on. Yo, hold on here a second. What the hell? Okay, for some reason we didn't have a trait card selected. What? Yo, that's insane. We didn't have any trait cards selected, guys. What the heck was happening? We didn't... Did we not have any trait card the entire live stream? Oh my god. Yeah, Berserker is... It's like this trait card is the equivalent of jetpacks. 2 trait cards, okay? What jetpacks are to star cards, Berserker is to trait cards. You rarely want to use another trait card other than Berserker. Berserker is so necessary because everybody's using it. And obviously, look at it. Level 2 gives you a medium blaster damage boost when you're hurt. Level 3 gives you that, and damage resistance. If you're shooting somebody, and they're shooting each other, unless there's some sort of a timer for this to ramp up. Maybe it takes like 5 seconds when you're hurt for this to boot into effect. However, I don't think that's true. And if it isn't true, it's going to give them a huge advantage in 80% of the firefights. Regardless, we're going to roll with Escape Artist. You lived a good life in the Outer Rim, swiftly escaping with stolen riches before anyone was the wiser. Level 1 is a small sprint speed bonus, level 2 is a high speed bonus, and level 3 is the high bonus plus melee strikes or instant kill. I like that. Let's rock and roll. It's gonna be sweet. And next match, we're gonna refresh the party. If you guys are just joining up, welcome to the live stream. We're playing with YouTube family members. We're playing with our subscribers right now. So if you guys haven't played PlayStation 4, if you want to play with us, if you want to join up with some Battlefront and throw down the gauntlet, just join our massive G community on PlayStation 4. You can find that in your friends list.
Alpha Group, please advise regarding TIE support. Rebel bombers have locked on.
TIE interceptors on the way. Alright, where are these bogeys? I actually have no sights on hostile A-Wings or X-Wings, which is very strange. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go for some racing runs. Wait, no. We're down to 40 health already. What the hell was that? Turbo laser hit us. Holy crap. Alright, we're gonna watch out for those turbo lasers. Seriously, yep. Alright, turbo lasers are extremely dangerous. Oh my god, we're hit again. Oh my god, we're hit. Okay, that time it was an X-Wing. That turbo laser cried wolf one too many times.
Deactivation is critical to this mission in order to protect our walkers from rebel airstrikes.
Copy that. Like the man said, we're gonna protect our walkers from rebel airstrikes, which means we're gonna forget about flight. Jesus. That X-Wing met a grisly end. Anyway, I can't say I'm feeling bad about him. Got a bit of a chip on my shoulder when it comes to X-Wings. As long as I'm not in one, of course. In which case, I'm completely fine with him. Come on, grenade. Damn, no dice. Massive, are you going to do shoutouts in loading screens? I used to do shoutouts in loading screens, but the thing is, people turn the entire live stream into shoutouts only. I don't know, maybe I will. But I think it's a lot more fun for you guys if, like, we're able to carry on conversations with each other, like me and the... shit, I should have paid attention. I think it's a lot more interesting if I can carry on conversations with you guys, and you can carry on conversations with yourselves, rather than... Nice. Alright, looks like we're grouping up. Beautiful.
is vulnerable to rebel attack.
Rather than the entire chat room just being shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. Maybe I'll make some sort of a bump that I play every once in a while that says, asking for shoutouts does not increase your chance of getting a shoutout at all. It really doesn't, though. It really doesn't. I shout out people completely at random. And that's the truth. I don't look for people saying shout out and shout them out first. Incidentally, sometimes I'll be shouting out somebody that asked for a shout out, but that's just, it's incidental. It's not on purpose. So actually, ironically, you can thank the people that asked for shoutouts for not getting shoutouts. If it weren't for the people asking for shoutouts all the time, you guys would be getting shoutouts between every single match. I guarantee you that much. So yeah, thank them. But yeah, we do shoutouts mainly at the end of live streams now, thanks to those people that just spam like shoutouts. But we used to. There was a time, many moons ago, where we used to give shoutouts like the water fell from the sky, shoutouts like rain fell from the earth. Whoa! That was one hell of a hit. Oh, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No damage. How we doing, actually? Not too bad. We've dealt a decent amount of damage to the first walker. The second walker is relatively untouched. In fact, I would say he's like 98% healthy, so it's not too bad. We can keep this up. Hello, Mr. Pulse Cannon.
The uplink station has been activated by the rebels. We must deactivate it in order to stop a Y-wing attack.
Come on, step out of cover. Actually, I think Vader just killed him. Thank you, Vader. Yeah, for those of you guys wondering what this trade card is, it makes you run way faster, and melees are also a one-hit kill. So maybe we're going to focus on that. In fact, maybe I'm going to switch to the Jawa shotgun and just... Oh my god. Alright, maybe not. Maybe not. Because honestly, just running around like we are right now, it's not too bright. Still, let's switch to a close range weapon because we can cover a lot of distance with this escape trait card.
Keep an eye out for rebels.
A rebel Y-wing is locked onto our
Grenade out. What the hell? Thank you, back to bomb. I guess I accidentally hit the blast shield doors. Damn it! Damn it! Crap. Another grenade out. Alright, that one didn't hit the blast shield doors. Looks like we're good. Beautiful! Nice. Alright, we can now sprint 50% faster, and we are actually pretty fast. Alright, that's actually awesome. I like that.
Heads up, rebels sighted.
You know, I may actually be a fan of this trade card. That'll be a welcome change. I haven't been using any trade cards since the Berserker trade card. That trade card ruined other trade cards for me. It actually really did. So it'd be nice. Get a little variety in my trade card life. Okay, we're starting to turn things around here. Oh god. Not fast enough. Good kill. Yo, we're trait level 3. Lethal melee. Oh no, we lost lethal melee! And my damn grenade bounced off his bubble shield. I hate those bubble shields. I hate them more than life. Actually, that sounded like I hate life. I don't hate life. I hate them more than I like life? Nah, that's not true. That's not true at all. I don't like them. I don't like them. That's all I need to say. Alright, so we got a small sprint boost increased at trait level 1, which we are currently at. Actually, we're at trait level 2, so we got a major speed boost increase. Oh god. Oh god. I just realized that we also have some major enemy presence. We killed each other. It's not what I was looking to do. I'm back to trait level 1 now. That's just fantastic. I mean that sarcastically. That is not fantastic. It's the opposite of fantastic. I am not a happy camper. But we do have a smart rocket, and I'm pretty happy about that. My stormtrooper sucks at jumping. Technically, he's a scout trooper, though, which is probably why he sucks at jumping. He just sits on his laurels all day. Sit on that little space motorbike he's got, a little scout speeder. Just zip, zapping around. Never using his legs. Of course he's bad at jumping. He never does it. I can't tell if we're safe. I feel like we're definitely not. Yeah, we're definitely not safe. Nice smart rocket. Also, nice charge. We would have been good if it was an enemy zone. I was gonna sneak up behind the rock and use my scatter gun. I love getting double kills on the scatter gun. It's possibly the most satisfying weapon to get double kills on, aside from the pulse cannon, which all of you Battlefront veterans know is the best multi-kill weapon. Not objectively the best multi-kill weapon. I'm talking about in terms of feeling. You know, we're talking about feelings right now. We're not talking about objectivity. Get your facts out of here. Obviously, the best multi-kill weapon is either the orbital strike, a vehicle, or a thermal imploder. But while those feel nice, they're just not quite as satisfying as a double kill with a pulse cannon. Give me something good. Viper probe droid. All right, I can work with this. That's Luke Skywalker. Viper probe droid, please do a good job. Is he dead already? Nah, he's okay. He's just going the wrong way.
Nice.
Solid kill. Please open those blast shields. Excellent! Awesome! Yo, I tossed a little tiny thermal grenade out there, right? A little tiny thermal detonator. And I wasn't expecting to get a kill because it actually hit the blast shield doors and it bounced back. So unless they open those blast shield doors, I wasn't going to get a kill from that. Luckily, they did.
It's a trap!
It played right into my hands. It was orchestrated beautifully. Now where the hell are these guys? They're getting close. Oh man, yeah, they're real close now. You can see those shadows.
Proceed to Rebel Uplink Station.
Alright, we're moving up. This location is no longer necessary. It's actually good for us. It means we're going to be able to get out of there alive. Which would have been very dangerous just a few short seconds ago. Luckily, the entire enemy team is at T-minus Halas H hour. They're getting their busted new objective as fast as they can. Thermal detonator out.
Deactivated their uplink.
Ah,
Prevent any
bounced off my
reactivation
teammate.
We have intelligence reports that indicates the rebel arms dealer 9 Num is near your location.
Grenade out. Got a good feeling about this one. Oh my god! How did I evade that?
Nice.
Whoa, whoa! Insta-kill melee! Insta-kill melee! Did you see that? Yo, that was amazing. That's one-hit kill. It's like you got a lightsaber that's the size of your, I don't know, it's like the size of your arm. It's great. Doesn't have the reach of Luke's lightsaber or Vader's lightsaber, but I just realized how important that is. Trait level 3, which we're now at trait level 2, so we shouldn't be able to get to trait level 3 with too much trouble. But, yeah, anyway, this new trait card, I think maybe super baller. I'm not sure, because I haven't used it too much yet, but I'm going to be using it a lot. Anyway, the biggest thing about this trait card is the fact that it gives you instant melee. And I just realized that instant melee is a lightsaber. Lightsabers in this game are instant melee. One hit with a lightsaber and the enemy is dead, right? So, it turns your limbs into lightsabers. How cool is that? Majorly cool is the answer. Damn, no dice. The rebel forces must be just cowtailed. Yeah. There aren't even rebel forces around us right now. They're not even trying to retake this objective. That's actually awesome for us.
Nice kill.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Got some nice critical damage to that grenade. All we have to do now is watch the hallway. Yeah, they're on their way. Damn it, I wanted that kill. Anybody else down there? Not that I can see. Oh my god. Yes, yes, there's many. There's many! Oh my, damn it! We almost got a double kill, but that rebel soldier behind him would have cleaned us up. Unfortunately, we lost our trait level 2. I was really looking forward to getting trait level 3 again. But we'll have our chance.
They got superior numbers.
We don't have much time, but we still got a
The
shot.
rebels have taken control of the uplink station. We must shut it down to stop a Y-wing bomber attack. Our first
They only have
droids
3
have
Y-wings
defeated
inbound.
Skywalker.
There's no chance in hell they're going to be winning this round.
Ready to deal with him.
The game is ours.
Alright, let's push the objective. Maybe. You know, I should not have done that. That was a dumb idea. Alright, let's push the objective smartly. Let's go around town and make sure they don't see us. Mr. What is it? Wait, what was his name? What's it, Yuya? Oh, what's it to ya? Gotta sound it out. I like those names, they're like little puzzles.
Rebel Y-wing locked onto our AT-AT.
4 Y-wings, still no sweat. 5 Y-wings, no sweat. Now if they get 8 Y-wings, 9 Y-wings, that is when we're in trouble. However, I don't believe that they have enough time to get that many.
Nice damage on Luke.
Took about 50 of his health points out. Excellent, we got a hero inbound. Oh, ha, he's not quite a hero. In fact, I don't think anybody would ever call Dengar a hero. He's what you call scum, which is good because he works for the Empire and we need scum. We need someone that doesn't care what it takes to take the enemy out, that doesn't care what it takes to get the job done. And that's him to a T. It's a very, very accurate description. Nice critical shot. Luke Skywalker has fallen. Unfortunately, it looks like Dengar has as well.
Vader, that Skywalker has been defeated.
Oh, man. I should have had my shotgun ready. I was tossing a grenade because I thought that nobody was close enough to get us inside of the hallway. I thought the only people that would be able to get us would be people that were approaching the entrance of that hallway. Which is why I was tossing the grenade, because it would have insta-killed anybody that was entering. However, they're already inside. And he was with a pitiful amount of health. We could have killed him in one shot. Except, I didn't have enough time to kill him because I was finishing my grenade throwing animation.
The escape ship is in range. Barrage ready.
Game over. We only have 2.5 Y-wings, and we have basically over a full walker worth of health.
It is a glorious day for the Empire.
Look at this. Look at this. We're slaughtering them. Our Imperial force is just cutting through them like a hot knife through butter. It's really a wonderful sight. Victory is ours. That was a gorgeous shot. Gorgeous. That was actually a really good match. We didn't even have to try that hard. Actually, we didn't really try at all, did we? Ha! I feel bad for the enemy team. Sometimes the stars align. They will either align in your favor or not in your favor. Sometimes, when you're playing with randoms, which we're not playing with entirely random, we're playing with our massive family members as well, which obviously is a great help to us, but sometimes you're either going to get a bunch of random people that happen to work well together, or a bunch of randoms that don't happen to work well together. Unfortunately, the enemy team had the latter. We had the former. We happened, by chance, to get a bunch of soldiers that worked well on the offensive front. And we happened to get an enemy team that, unfortunately, happened to not work very well together, and they crumbled. They had a lot of good players, but a few good players does not make a difference. In fact, they probably had a lot of good players. However, you're not even going to see... You know what? Let's actually go in a different game mode. You're not even going to see some of those really good players, because if they don't have a chance to shine by having a team that just happens to work well together, they could do miserably. Just takes a few bad seeds to ruin the whole barrel of apples. Alright, party's been cleansed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing with subscribers, so if you want to play some Battlefront with us, go to your friends list, go to the communities, go to the massive G community, and join the party that I'm creating right now. And please, join ASAP, join as fast as you can, because we're about to hop into a new match. Alright, what are we going to play with? It's going to be a smaller game mode, that's for sure. Let's see. I think it's going to be Blast, or... No, it's going to be Droid Run. Yeah, Droid Run. Alright, let's do it. We have 4 people, 5 including myself, and I think that's the maximum that you can have in your party when you're going into a smaller game mode like this, so I'm going to go ahead and join up right now. I don't know if they're going to make another Force Unleashed. Probably not. But we're probably going to get another lightsaber-based Star Wars game at some point in the near future. I hope so, anyway. The next Star Wars game we're getting is probably going to be the Visceral Entertainment Star Wars game, which I doubt is going to be a focus on lightsabers. It's probably going to be a focus on espionage, sabotage, and it's going to be something akin to Star Wars Republic Commando. That would be my guess. We don't have a lot of information, we just have that one short clip, and the other clips of prototypes that are being worked on in the DICE Studios. But that's it. That's all we got. That's all the information we have to work on. But from what we saw, it looked like it was some sort of Imperial attire. It looked like it was actually on the planet in Rogue One. It looked like Jedha. In fact, it looked like that specific settlement and city on Jedha that we saw in the Rogue One trailer, the newest trailer. So it could be a Rogue One tie-in. Doubtful, because it's probably just going to be an original trilogy not Battlefront. It's probably going to be an original trilogy Star Wars game, and that's it. Probably not a Rogue One tie-in Star Wars game. Maybe some references to Rogue One, but the thing is, if it was a Rogue One tie-in Star Wars game, we probably would have heard about it already. We would have gotten trailers already. They would have tried to release it alongside of Rogue One. Instead, we're just getting a Rogue One expansion pack for Star Wars Battlefront instead of an actual, like, big standalone game. Hopefully, we get another Star Wars game next year. 2017. Are we supposed to be in a sequel Battlefront in 2017? I don't think so. Let me see. Sequel Battlefront. Oh, it is coming in 12. Wow, Jesus Christ, that's so soon. 2017, ladies and gentlemen. That's our next Battlefront. In that case, I have no earthly idea when we're getting the Visceral Entertainment Star Wars game. Maybe we're getting 2 Star Wars games in 2017, which would be really awesome, but hell, it'd be our first double event. I hadn't thought about that. Someone said that cargo sucks when everybody's using the escape trade card. Yeah, I can kind of see that, actually. Well, we'll see what Droid Run is like.
Droid C is ours.
Please be a good pickup. Nice, Viper Probe Droid.
A droid has been acquired. Well done.
You know what, let's go to Droid A. Why not? Ah, he's gonna get it before I am because he's got a jetpack.
Or not. Once more, the droids will rule the galaxy. And we shall have peace.
Oh, I didn't say anything. Sometimes it does the quote, sometimes it doesn't. That's, of course, the best emote in the entire game. Tusken Raider yell. Alright, let's get back out there.
Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
We must be swift, and we must be silent. They see us come. Wait. Whoa. What the hell? Yo, none of the enemies going after the droids. I don't get this. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of water. There we go. My nostril's been acting up a little bit. I don't think I'm coming down with anything. Sometimes it just gets a little out of whack, but that Palpatine impression just made me realize that my nose isn't quite. Oh my God, that was a fast factory. Give me a second, I gotta take some drinks of water. That's damn good water. Alright. What the hell? Oh, well, we did activate 2 droids. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Next match should be good. Alright, my nose is actually feeling a lot better now. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I swear I'm not doing coke over here. You just hear it. That's some good stuff. I'm okay. I'm okay. When you do as much voice stuff as I do, it's a little sensitive. Especially with certain impressions. Palpatine. Oh, man. I was practicing the hell out of my Darth Vader before this live stream. That's another one that's kind of tough. It's not tough in the nasal cavity. That's Palpatine that's tough on the nasal cavity. Darth Vader is just more of a deep, throaty type of impression. It's more of a James Earl Jones impression than anything else. Alright, I'm good.
Those power droids are carrying
that was a cool
vital
match.
intel. We need to secure all 3 of them.
We got 2 Bespin guards all the way on Sullust. What is this? They must be lost. You're in the wrong neighborhood. I'm surprised they didn't give us a female skin for the Bespin guards. It's weird seeing like 10 Bespin guards in the Bespin playlist and they all look exactly the same. It's like they're clones. Oh my god. Maybe they are. Maybe this man that we're playing as was the best damn Bespin guard the Bespin guard ever had. And then one day,
We've
he
captured a
fell.
droid. Great job.
And he didn't get back up. They tried to get him back up on his feet. But this day, he didn't stand back up. This day, he stayed down. After giving his life to the service of Bespin, they decided that they needed him even in death. Even in death, they couldn't let him rest. They decided to clone him, make an entire army, an entire guard, solely of this single man, this single exceptional individual. And that is why they all look the same. Just a theory. Just a theory. It's probably not accurate. In fact, it's probably not accurate in the least, but I like it. It's a good little story. I'm sticking to it. You know what? Just let him take it. Let him take it. Don't kill him. Damn it! You get defense points, true, but I'm pretty sure you get slightly more points if you let him capture it and then kill him and then take it back. And then you get those sweet, sweet capture points. Gotta love those capture points. I love those capture points. This map is extremely nostalgic for me. I don't know if you guys actually played the beta for Star Wars Battlefront or the early EA Access. That was clunky. Early EA Access. Early access from EA Access. No matter which way you say it, it just doesn't sound very good. Anyway, this was one of the 2 maps they had available inside of the beta. Instead of Droid Run, it was Drop Zones. And it was a really, really badass looking map. It still is now, but seeing it for the first time, it was something else, man. Of course, the other map was Hoth. And that was Walker's Salt. Oh shit, they're close. They're really close. Yup! Alright, let's go hide. Ooh, man. Oh, man.
Taken control of a droid.
Oh, they're close. Oh, we almost nailed them. Took them down to 33 health. Wait. People talking about Ewoks dying in vain? Ewoks didn't die in vain. They're still alive. They're singing Yub Nub and drinking Ewok beers. They also, yeah, they defeated the Empire. That is completely true. However, there was a severe negative effect on the Force moon that they lived on, thanks to the fact that so many pieces of the Star Destroyer that were destroyed over the orbit of the moon, and so many pieces of the Death Star that was destroyed near the moon just fell to the surface. Luckily, it didn't prove deadly for most of the Ewoks, but it was still really a bad situation. Alright, I'm gonna assume that... Is he coming back? Nah, he's not coming back. I was hoping that the guy that killed me would come back to claim the droid that I captured from him, and then I'd get revenge, thanks to my little gadget I got going here. Didn't quite happen like that. Only in my daydreams. Alright, we need the rest of these droids. We're currently at 19%, the enemy's at 13%, so they don't have much to catch up with.
captured a droid.
Nice.
Keep it up.
We captured B, but we're losing A. We just can't seem to make a break. Yeah, we lost A, now we're losing C. I don't like this. Oh! Wish I would have seen him first. Alright, I'm not going to spawn on my partner, it's too dangerous. Instead, where are we right now? Yeah, let's go around the outermost rim of the map, on the edge of the lava field, and let's just hug that edge all the way to Objective A, which may not even be under our control by that time. So we may have a chance to take it ourselves. Yeah, we should be able to take it ourselves. Nice. I was kind of afraid that since we were taking a long way around, we wouldn't be able to get there in time, but we're good. What the hell, man? I thought I was capping that. Yeah, it's okay. He deserves it just as much as I did. He walked here just like I walked here. Oh, God. Sneaky Shadow Troopers. Seriously, though, we got to get on top of our game. These guys are just coming up behind us and passing our butts off.
Clock's ticking.
We're going to treat this with a little more strategy than we were in the past. This time, things are different. This time, we shoot them in the back. Did you see that? We finally shot that pesky Shadow Trooper in the back. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yep, Bowcaster. Damn. I hate that combo. Most popular combo right now, and the most popular combo of the last couple months, actually, has been the Bowcaster jetpack combo. People love that thing. The jetpack up high above you, and once they're at the peak height above you, they just rain down hellfire on top of you. Usually killing you. Not always.
We've taken control of the droids. Defend them from enemy forces.
Jesus Christ. I think it was a new emote, but I just heard somebody wailing like they're a dead, dying calf. Not that I've heard too many dead, dying calves. I don't go around killing people's cows. Damn it! You got a double kill with that. Still, that's a nice shot. Not a sore loser. Oh, beautiful. Although I broke my own rule. I was supposed to let them capture it, and then we recapture it after killing him.
Nice.
Your personal shields can't save you now. Old habits are hard to break. So, this shock trooper just got a smart rocket, right? And he has a bowcaster as well, along with a jetpack. He normally uses the jetpack and the bowcaster in tandem, right? He uses the jetpack first, then he uses the bowcaster. Well, this time around, this smart son of a he gets a smart rocket, right? And he does the same trick with his damn jetpack, just zooming up, zipping up above us. Crap. Damn you, Mr. Shadow Trooper. Anyway, he used the jetpack trick with the smart rocket. I hate that trick. I hate it so much.
Stay focused.
If you can't beat him, join him. I should just equip it myself. Our scanners are lighting up like a damn Christmas tree. Yeah, that's right. I'm shocked that we didn't get that kill.
Recover the droids.
Alright, how are we doing out here?
Got the droids.
Scanners aren't lighting up too bad.
Regain
Well,
control.
sort of, actually. Yeah, we gotta deal with this. From behind! I love it. A little late on Objective A, but that's okay. It belongs to our team, and that's all that matters. Let's hightail it to Objective C, but first, let's give these guys another taste of their own medicine. Let's hang back a little bit. Oh my God! Never mind. You know, I'm gonna switch to a long-range blaster. Let's go with the T-21. Actually, let's go with the T-21B. Yeah. Now let's go with the regular T-21. Get some range on these guys. So, the best defense is a good offense. And this time around, we're going to utilize the offensiveness of range compared to his offensiveness of close range. So, his jetpack only grants him a certain distance, right? It's not a great distance. It's a decent distance. But if we're as far away as we are with this stormtrooper right here, there's no chance in heck that they're going to be taking us out. Not with that crossbow combo, anyway. he goes again. Alright. Let's get a good angle. Damn, there's a lot of these guys. Look at them. Look at them all. Oh, god damn it. He used the jetpack and jetpack behind us. Well, that plan was all for naught. How are we doing? 75-39. Not good. Yeah, not good at all. Hey, you know what? The DT-12 was actually revamped. Let's check it out. Can't remember what patch this thing was actually revamped in, but it was a pretty recent patch. Jesus, everybody's using that. Alright, we gotta get back in the swing of things. We're starting to lose our touch. Damn, this is really slow firing. Usually I prefer fire rate, but I'm gonna try something different this time. If you're having bad luck with a certain weapon, just switch it up a little bit. Use something that's outside of your comfort zone. It may inspire you to be a little better with your normal weapon, or you could surprise yourself and find a brand new favorite. I don't know what's gonna happen today. I'm gonna give a new one a try anyway. Damn. We fought hard. I have no regrets. I think I'm gonna try that crossbow combo though. It's been a long time since I used the jetpack. Jetpack should be standard. It really should be. It's probably gonna be standard in the sequel Battlefront unless they just do away with it altogether, which is definitely a possibility. We have never seen jetpacks in the Star Wars universe, really. Well, yeah, we have. Obviously, Boba Fett, Jango Fett, yes. There are jetpack troopers in the expanded universe, and there are probably a few off to the side in the prequel trilogy that I didn't see. Some like Jet Trooper, Alpha, Commando, Clone Trooper mans. I didn't see those. I think Dark Troopers had jetpacks as well. Those were in the Battlefront that I grew up with. Well, didn't really grow up with it. You catch my drift. Those were in the old school Battlefronts. Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2. But aside from that, we don't really see them. And this is not as high-tech of a trilogy as the prequel trilogy was. The sequel trilogy is kind of getting back down to basics, especially with their filming techniques. They're using more practical effects instead of green screens, which is a very good direction. So, my question is, are they going to have... Because currently almost everybody that plays this game has jetpacks, right? What weapon should we use? DL-18? It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we used this too. Alright, I'm gonna try Boba Fett's signature gun. To summarize what I was saying before, I don't think that Star Wars Battlefront 2, that's coming out in 2017, is gonna have a lot of jetpack action. They may put a lot of jetpacks in it. It depends how much leeway Disney gives DICE. But since it's a sequel trilogy and not an original trilogy, and there's not really a lot of expanded universe content for the sequel trilogy, I doubt they're going to see jetpacks in the sequel trilogy, honestly. Disney, it seems like they're keeping a really tight leash over everybody and everything to do with Star Wars nowadays, which is a good thing. Somebody should have been keeping a tight leash over George. Oh, that's unfortunate. And I forgot to give ourselves a jetpack. Oh my god. Anyway, unfortunately, George had a lot of yes men for the prequel trilogy, and I don't mind the prequel trilogy at all. In fact, I like a lot of the prequel trilogy movies. But there is no denying that the prequel trilogy didn't have the same magic that the original trilogy did. Oh, God. I hate personal shields so much.
A droid has been
I almost hate them
well
more
done.
when they're on my team. Because you can't shoot past them. You can't... Oh, Jesus Christ. You can't shoot past them. You can't toss grenades near them because they'll just bounce off right back at you. Damn, nice kills, man. Oh, God. He's probably feeling on top of the world right now.
The droids are ours. Victory
Hidden
is
Sith says, I hate damn Disney. They're doing Star Wars.
We must
I
resist that.
don't see how you could think that. He's probably trolling. Whatever. There are people that think that, so I'm just going to disregard the fact that he's probably trolling, and I'm going to address the people that do actually genuinely believe that.
The rebels have
I don't see how
taken
Disney
all the
ruins
droids.
Star Wars.
Retake them.
I don't see how anybody could like the George Lucas editions of the original trilogy. Without George Lucas, we wouldn't have Star Wars. And that is huge. I'm not saying that I don't like Lucas's work. I love his work. I know a lot about Star Wars, I know a lot about the production and how it was made, how it came to be. And like I've said from day one, we wouldn't have Star Wars without Lucas. That is 100% accurate and true. But he had a lot of guys that were challenging him in the creation of the original movies. He didn't have that in the prequel trilogy. Then he went back to the original movies and added things that he wanted to be in the original movies in the first place. Things like the Jedi Rocks song, I can't even remember how it goes. It goes like,
Jedi rocks, jabba jabba Jedi, alien jabba jabba Jedi, lightsaber.
it's actually as lame as that. That was the lamest thing I've ever said. Probably sounded really, really stupid, but it really is as lame as that. I'm not exaggerating in the least. The man had wonderful ideas, and he's a legend, but he doesn't need yes men. He needs people that have as many ideas as he does. Disney realized that. Disney saw that they could do something with Star Wars that George couldn't right now, and they offered to buy it, and George saw that too. It's not like he was oblivious to everything that was happening. It's not like he was oblivious to everything that people were saying. He was 100% aware of everything people were saying. I'm going to just take a second before I go back in the game, because I can't focus on those different things at once. Anyway, to summarize, Disney is the best thing that's happened to Star Wars since George Lucas. And that's kind of a double-edged sword. Disney is going back to what Lucas made legendary. Disney's going back to practical effects, filming on location. They're going back to using real props, which were huge and instrumental in the success of the original Star Wars movie, and George was a huge fan of those because that was cutting-edge technology at the time. The reason that George dropped it for the prequel trilogy because he believed that was the way of the past. He believed that the way of the future was not going to real physical locations, and rather being on set and using a green screen to take you anywhere you wanted to go. Obviously that doesn't work. But I can't blame him for trying, because up until that point, no one really used green screens to the extent that he did. So really, he did break new ground again, just not quite in the way that he should have. Disney respects the franchise, they respect the IP. Star Wars is on everything, that's true, but Star Wars was always on everything. I'm gonna get back in the game now. Star Wars was always on everything in terms of merchandising and licensing and all that stuff. So that's not anything new. For the people saying it's a rehash of A New Hope, we got the best Star Wars film we could ask for. What are you complaining about? I can understand not liking it, but saying it's objectively bad is... It's putting down the passion and work of tens of thousands of people, and I just think that's kind of lame. I think that's not very cool. And it's short-sighted, and honestly, it's a little ignorant. I know that's kind of harsh, but social media and the internet has given everyone a voice. Not everyone deserves a voice. And most people are nothing but harsh. So honestly, it's going to take some harsh words to curb the harshness that we have on the internet today. Disney's doing a great job. And honestly, we couldn't ask for anybody to do a better job than what Disney's doing right now. We have some great actors and actresses. Daisy Ridley's fantastic. John Boyega, he's a treasure. He's a treasure. I'm really excited for Pacific Rim 2 just to see John Boyega inside of it. Oscar Isaac, a fantastic actor, a fantastic guy. Ex Machina was a wonderful movie. He was in some other movies as well that he was really good in, and he was great as Poe Dameron. Can't even remember his name. Adam Driver. Adam Driver's a wonderful actor as well. Hell, everybody in the new Star Wars film are damn good actors and actresses. And it's an interesting story. I had my doubts going in. I had my my worries going in, so to speak. I thought that Kylo Ren was just going to be this one-sided, boring, badass character that's like dark and edgy. But it turns out that he's troubled. And he isn't invincible. He isn't this boring, like, absolute power badass character that's just going around like,
of the power of the dark side, and I kill people instantly with my cool lightsaber.
You know? He's troubled, he's a kid, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and Snoke knows that and he's using it and he's manipulating him. It's great. It's great. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I gotta hold my breath. Give me a sec. I talked too much just now. I ate too much, I swallowed a bunch of air. Okay, hiccups. I think it's going away. Oh, it's not going away. It's not going away. Oh my god. Oh god. So the Battlefield 1 beta is gone, but our videos are not. I actually have some videos in the works right now of Battlefield 1. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. These are some major hiccups right here. Oh man. Wait. I think it's gone. Oh, thank God. Oh shit. Pardon my language. Pardon my hiccups. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Oh, good news. Oh man, this is huge news. I don't know I haven't mentioned this sooner. I finally found a lagless splitter. So I will no longer have to play on the capture card preview window of my monitor anymore. Instead, I'll be able to play on a television like normal people. This won't affect our PC games, because I already play those on computer. You know, that's no different than when I normally play them. But, excuse me, console games, for the last year and a half that I've had this capture card, I have been playing with input lag on the capture card preview window because I couldn't find a sister board to solder to my capture card to have a pass-through going to my television. I haven't been able to find that. However, recently, I was able to find a splitter that has no lag. It's a powered splitter. It'll be here Saturday, and I'll finally be able to play on PS4 like a normal person. I can't wait. I really can't. I'm so hyped about it. Oh man, it's really weird playing this on a monitor because it's such a small screen for a console game. You don't really want a small screen for a console game. Small screens for computer games is completely fine. And before people say, competitive people play on small screens, not traditionally with consoles. I'm not comfortable with console small screens. I'm comfortable with PC small screens. Anyway, I'm excited about that. That's going to be huge. And I'm glad it's finally happening.
The Emperor is on his way. Be careful.
Uplink station engaged.
It should also hopefully cut down a lot of our technical difficulties. We'll see. Mainly, I'm just excited about not having input lag anymore. Where the heck are these guys? Not coming around this side. Damn these hiccups. I need to respawn. Kill me! Kill me! Thank you. Okay. Try plugging your nose and drinking water. Let me try that. Another thing is looking at your forefinger in between your brow. Sometimes that works. Alright. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good. Welcome, YouTube family, if you're just joining up with us. Well, shit. Damn it, it's not gone. Let me try it again. Jesus. Okay. I think they're gone. Thank goodness. Oh my god, they're not gone. What's up, guys? We're just joining up with a match of Walker's Assault. Unfortunately, we're not going to be here from the beginning of the match, but that's okay. We're going to do our best, and we're going to kick some Imperial ass. Maybe. If Palpatine has anything to say about it, we won't. But we're going to do our best anyway. We have an orbital strike, which I'm pretty hyped about. Oh, great. Oh, great. We got two hostiles up here. Oh, no. Alright, we're going to have to do some sniping. Nice. Headshot. Oh, they're on the ridge, too. Weird. Damn. Close but no cigar. That damn uplink symbol has been blocking my vision. Beautiful. We finished the job. I always get my men. It sounded like I said I always get my men. That sounds kind of interesting. What are you doing there, Boba Fett? You always get your men? What are you looking for? Looking for a party size? I wonder if Boba Fett has actually like hunted multiple targets at once before. Probably. Well, I guess that's kind of obvious. Why wouldn't he have a contract with multiple targets before? Still, interesting thought.
Focus your attack.
That guy's
on
got to
the
be
walker.
pissed. I just escaped with 1% health. Good damage. You know what?
Orbital bombardment on the way.
Come on, baby. Whoa! What? Well, we got a kill from the grave. I guess that was worth it. I really should start using jetpacks like the rest of these guys. Damn, I can't get a good angle. Alright, let's move up. That's a lot. Damn it! As soon as we get a good angle on him, use that damn personal shield. I don't know whose idea it was to put the personal shield in Star Wars Battlefront, but I hate it. You know, it's probably... Was it the Droidicas? Probably. I don't know if there's ever a personal shield in Battlefront in the vein of Droidicas. I mean, a personal shield in Star Wars in the vein of Droidicas for humans, but... I didn't see it with droids. Can't quite see it with humans. Seems like that'd be a little difficult to do. That's a nice little hiding spot. Except for the walkers. Walkers should be able to see me just fine. Yep. Alright, run! Run! Damn, that was close. I can't believe we're still alive. We're not in a bad position right now. Wow, now we are. Okay, we're back to being in a good position. Kind of, there's somebody behind us. Anyway, what I was about to... Shit. Well, we're dead. Yeah, we're using the escape artist trait. I hate these hiccups, I really do. I gotta hold my breath again, hold on.
Y-wing locked in.
Ugh, damn it! Still not gone. Sometimes, it feels like everything is just going against the grain, including my controller. God, I hate PlayStation controllers. I've got my PlayStation 4 set in half on my lap, half on my desk right now, because if you guys have been in our live streams before, you probably know about my PlayStation issues. They're very common issues. Let me get this out of the way, because every time I say this, someone's going like, well, I have the problems with my PlayStation Massive. Yes, good. I'm happy for you. I wish that I didn't have problems. Shit. I wish that I didn't have problems either, but the truth is, many people have problems. Damn it. It is a huge issue with PlayStation 4s. I don't know if it's been fixed, but I was dumb enough to trust Sony and buy a launch edition of the PlayStation 4. Anyway, oh my god. The wireless signal is the weakest signal in any console I've ever seen in my life. It's god-awful. It literally has to be inches away from the PlayStation controller unless I get desync. If it's more than like 12 inches away, I will get desync, guaranteed. Luckily, it's not constant. It's just every 2-3 minutes, but it is game-breaking. Quite literally game-breaking. But my solution is I just have a bunch of wires draped over my desk. And if I'm sitting on the couch, what I've been doing recently, I just, like, I get an extension cord. I have a really long HDMI cable, so I use the extension cord, I use the really long HDMI cable, and I just take it all the way over to my feet. And I put it on my feet, or if I'm a little cold, I put it on my lap, because that's the only way it's not going to desync my controller. Oh god, oh god. Not only that, but I'm sure I've told you guys about this before. I bought a brand new PlayStation 4 controller. It was crap right out of the box. The plastic was broken and shoddy and cracked. And now I come to figure out that the triggers are actually broken as well. And I've cleaned it thoroughly, like very thoroughly, so it's not sticky. It's that the triggers are actually, they're malfunctioning. I don't know how they're malfunctioning, but they are. And you'll just see me continue firing like this and not stop until I overheat, and it's because of my triggers.
Continue to focus fire on the wall.
And then I got hiccups. Oh my god, I shouldn't have run out there. That was dumb. Ugh. Regardless, the PS Pro is coming out soon. Thank God. I'm gonna be buying that to show you guys and cover, like, whatever.
Get to the up.
What? I can't even think anymore. God, I hate this controller. God, I hate my PlayStation. If I didn't do YouTube, I would never buy a launch console ever again. You just can't trust these companies. You spend $400 on something. It's a terrible product. Hell, Sony, and they know this. They have talked about this. They purposefully cheaped out on certain materials of their controller because of how expensive the damn speaker was. The speaker and the touchpad were so expensive for them to produce in these PS4 controllers that, and they're useless, by the way. No one uses it. Okay, someone's gonna go, but Massive, I use the touchpad and the microphone ability control every day. Good. Most people don't. It's expensive. It was useless. It was a gimmick, and they shouldn't have done it because they've since kind of fixed it, kind of, not completely, but that was the reason why the launch controllers were so poor. The thumbstick would rub off in the thumbsticks would run off in like a week, 2 weeks use. Mine was gone in 2 weeks. My girlfriend's was gone in like 3 weeks. And it looked terrible. It looked like a thrift store PlayStation controller. Yet it was less than a month old. Unbelievable. Unacceptable. And it's me, so I don't care that much. But I know I'm ranting about it. But I just want to give you guys fair warning that you really shouldn't trust these companies and don't pledge allegiance to a piece of plastic, you know? There's a lot of PlayStation fanboys, a lot of Xbox fanboys. It doesn't matter what piece of plastic you're playing your games on, as long as you're having fun and playing some awesome games. That's the only thing that counts. Who cares if you're playing on Xbox? Who cares if you're playing on PlayStation? I've had Xboxes fail on me, I've had PlayStations fail on me. I have no brand loyalty one way or the other. The only reason I play mainly PlayStation is because it has a higher resolution, which means it's going to look better for you guys watching. Otherwise, I would take the Xbox controller every single day. Because they didn't put a microphone in it, they didn't put a touchpad on it, and instead they spent that money on making it a solid controller, rock solid controller. That controller is as durable as those old Nokia brick phones. And I don't mean to get some of you guys riled up that are big fans of PlayStation. I like PlayStation myself. I really do. Alright, I'm going to start concentrating on the game now. I promise. I like PlayStation. I really do. I've always been a fan of their games and their first-party titles. But I'm going to call out mistakes where they happen. Because, honestly, it's your money, guys. And crap. I just want you guys to, like, feel good about your purchases, you know? I want you to be happy with whatever you choose to spend your hard-earned money on. I'm not one of those rabid people that says, don't pre-order anything because pre-order's bad. It's not black and white. It may be cool to think that the world's black and white and publishers are evil and developers are trying to take your money, but that's not true. The developers, I don't know if you guys have ever met them, but you got jerks, you got nice guys. They're regular people. They're human beings just like you and me. People forget that on the internet, people are human beings. And these developers aren't out to just take your money. They're out to make money. It's a business. But they're aware that if they make a bad product, they're going to have a hard time getting your loyalty again and getting your trust again. So unless it's a publisher decision, unless it's a shareholder decision, you can bet your butt that most developers aren't going to consciously try to screw you guys over. However, just to summarize and to get off this rant, I just suggest that you guys do your research on your purchases because no one's going to know better than you. Alright? You can see the best reviewers on YouTube possible. You can read the best journalist reviewers on the internet. But no one is going to know you like you. No one is going to know what you like you know what you like. So honestly, no matter how many of these YouTubers, and I'm not going to name any names, and I'm not referencing anyone in particular, But no matter how many of these YouTubers preach and treat it like it's a damn politics, or treat it like it's a religion, and preach like, don't pre-order, listen to me, because I'm smart, and if you listen to me and hate things, you'll be smart too. Don't listen to them. You guys, you are what you should listen to. You are as smart as any of these YouTubers, and I mean that. I'm serious about what I'm saying right here. You hear this cry? That's rich. You know, I think that may be my favorite emote next to the Tusken Raider, which is really weird to see a human doing.
We have activated
Anyway,
an uplink station.
I'm gonna wrap it up. But yeah, you guys know what you're doing. You guys know what you're talking about. You can trust yourself to do your own research, and just remember that a lot of YouTubers, not all of them, there's a lot of good YouTubers out there, but a lot of YouTubers still, they make money off of what you call hyperbole. And basically what that means is they yearn for the day that there's a mistake, or a developer slips up, or something happens. That way they can make a video ASAP as soon as possible before the developer even has a chance to address what happened. And they make that video as soon as possible, and they go on a rant. They get mad. They get angry. And that makes them look smart, because if someone's angry and mad, they gotta know what they're talking about, right? They're talking fast. They're talking loud. They know what they're saying. What they're doing is, and I'm gonna go, okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but hear me out, okay? It's the same thing that Hitler did and the Nazis did. Now, before you think I'm comparing some random unknown YouTubers that I'm not referencing to Hitler, I'm not doing that, okay? I'm talking about a very specific method of speaking to crowds. Hitler and Goebbels and a bunch of different Nazis, what they would do to get people on their side is they would make the hate of the crowd their hate. Didn't matter if they believed what the crowd believed. That is inconsequential, doesn't matter at all. They would take the hate of the crowd and make it their hate. They would use this mob mentality to get an even greater mob behind them. And then other people would see this mob and they'd be like, hey, they must know what they're doing, you know? And then it would snowball. It would just keep on going, because it's easier to hate something and have people pay attention to you than to say something positive and have people pay attention to you. Or just to say something normal, like, it has bad parts, it has good parts. It's not for everybody, but some people are gonna like it. That doesn't get you views, and that doesn't get you no ad monies. I'm just saying. I think that you guys should definitely trust yourselves more than anybody else on the internet, and that's all I'm gonna say on the subject. I'm gonna wrap it up right there. I got some killer hiccups. That is damn right.
We defeated Vader.
But there's a hell of a lot of good YouTubers out there. There's a hell of a lot of good reviewers that have their viewers' interests at heart, that actually try to help their viewers make really cool and smart decisions on what games they may enjoy. I watch a lot of YouTube, so you guys watch a lot of YouTube, obviously. You know who the good ones are. Most people know who the good ones are. Oh my god, these hiccups are killing me. There's more good YouTubers than I can even count. It's just the bad ones are really vocal. And I just realized, okay. Nothing is black and white, like I said. So I'm not saying that there's not a place for getting angry about things. I'm not saying that either. You gotta watch everything you say. Don't quote me on anything, by the way. Quotes, they're always wrong. Always. Regardless, there are plenty of things to get angry about. There have been plenty of early access games, for instance, that have scammed consumers and cheated them and lied through their teeth, knowingly. Where even if you did research, you wouldn't be able to find the appropriate information because it was just lies. They didn't actually put out hard facts like real legitimate developers do. And of course, there's very poor practices with microtransactions, very poor practices with pre-purchase content sometimes. So I'm not saying it's all roses, but I'm just saying that it's mostly hyperbole. I will be right back, however. Excuse me. Yeah, less than 100 days until Rogue One. I can't even believe that. It's a new Star Wars film already. I'll be right back. Give me a sec. I got a lot of problems with you people, and one day I want to get off my chest. I'm not talking about you guys viewing. I'm not talking about the viewers. I'm talking about the internet in general. I'm not gonna rant as soon as I go back in the game. Rant is now over, but there's a lot that needs to be said about the internet. There's a lot that things are. Internet should be a wonderful place. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that for another day. Maybe I'll make a rant video one day. Regardless. That's a beautiful mountain. Oh my god. Shock Trooper hype. Yes! Hiccups are still here. Unfortunately. But we're playing as the Emperor's Crimson Guard. The elite. Damn, that's creepy. I love his serpentine spit. It's great. How weird would it... What the hell? What in the hell? Where was this guy? Was he on top? I felt like it came from the engine exhaust right over here. I thought maybe he was like held up there with a sniper rifle, but I don't see him. How silly would it be though if Palpatine was doing his speech to Luke and the Crimson Guard standing next to him just really like, hiccup, you know? That would be so damn silly. A hiccuping Crimson Guard is not intimidating Crimson Guard. Oh crap. My brother's just fallen. We gotta keep our wits about us.
We must protect Lord Palpatine.
But not go too far into their territory at the same time.
Stay sharp. We got hostiles.
Palpatine, stick by me.
Scanners indicate
Can't
the
protect you if you go too far away. I'm hit. I'm hit. I have most of my health intact, thankfully.
The rebel Y-wing is locked onto our AT-AT.
Nice.
So, these Imperial Shock Troopers T-21s are actually... What the hell? What? What killed me? Where? Well, we get to be a Shock Trooper again. Thank goodness for that.
Uplink station has been activated by
We
the
were killed by
rebels.
melee, but I can't even figure out where they were.
To stop a Y-wing attack.
Regardless, we got a second shot. It's more than most can say. Speaking of a second shot, ironically, the Crimson Guard actually gave Palpatine a second shot, so to speak. This is no longer canon, but Palpatine, after his death in Episode 6, obviously the Empire crumbled. Without their leader, without his forced meditation, they lost battle after battle. They needed unification. Unfortunately, they didn't have it. With Vader dead, with Palpatine dead, all they had were a bunch of low-ranking Imperial officers that were left over from the war, that were survivors of the war. Most of the good ones were killed. And they were just struggling for domination. And the Imperial Guards, or rather the Crimson Guard of Palpatine, decided to band together and act like he was still alive. They staged the return of Palpatine. And obviously he wasn't alive, he wasn't back yet. He did return eventually, but he wasn't back yet. And they weren't aware of his clone. So this was just on their own accord. And they tried to unite the Imperial army through this fake Palpatine that they basically used as a puppet. They had holograms, fake meetings,
Activated the uplink.
and it worked. For a while it actually worked. The Crimson Guard did. I can't remember how they failed. They slipped up somewhere, but eventually Palpatine was resurrected, so to speak. He had a lot of clones. Most of them were failed, but a few of them were still alive. And that's when his Force Ghost is able to re-enter one of his clones and resume life, eventually making Luke Skywalker his apprentice. Which isn't really a very well-known fact. And it's no longer canon, so it doesn't really need to be a well-known fact, but it's still pretty interesting stuff. Luke Skywalker actually served him for a long time, too. It was weird. It was really weird. And the clones of Palpatine didn't last very long either, because of the stress that Palpatine's dark side forces would put on the bodies. They would die quickly, they would age quickly, and he would need to just use them consecutively. He would burn through them like crazy. He'd go through them faster than I could go through a box of moon pies. If you don't know what moon pies are, they're a delicious substance that is possibly not actually edible. I'm pretty sure it's made out of inedible ingredients, but it's some weird, soft, stale graham cracker that's coated in some sort of a waxy chocolate or a banana-flavored chocolate, right? And then there's like marshmallow in the middle. It's not quite marshmallow because it's too spongy to be marshmallow. It's marshmallow-esque. In fact, the entire moon pie could be described as esque. It's graham cracker-esque, marshmallow-esque, hell, it's food-esque. It's almost food. Jesus, that was a war zone in there. Welcome, YouTube family. I see a lot of you guys are just joining up on us right now. It's good to have you with us. Yeah, that's exactly right, man. This isn't a war, this is pest control. And it's getting real messy. I'm about to ask for my bill. Nice hit. Oh damn, they're coming close. Nice! Got a nice avenge on him. I'm actually not sure how he killed us as fast as he did. He must have been using his bowcaster, or he got a headshot. Headshots! Sometimes can be a one-hit kill, even at full health. If it's the right weapon, that is. Nice. I want to clear him out. Oh shit! We have Darth Vader on our back. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, there's too many of them. They actually wiped us out. All of us. Except for Darth Vader, who's doing just fine, kind of. He lost over half his health, but he's still kicking. I think he may have killed them all. No, he didn't. He didn't. He's losing more health. He got into retreat, which is more than I can say for us.
Rebels sighted.
Rebel ships are about to fire.
Let's keep pushing this. We had a blitzkrieg their butts. Vader's engaging him, but I don't have any eyes. Still no eyes.
Rebels incoming. I see you. Our walk is exposed.
Still no eyes. Weird. Oh, they're at the top of the hallway. Damn, they're really high up, actually. Come on! Nice. We still have most of our health. Oh, that's the Axis gas grenade. Run! Darth Vader, do you have toxin filters in your mask? He should. You know what? Palpatine probably didn't put toxin filters in his mask just to fuck with him. Palpatine did a lot of things to screw with Vader. Nice. Anybody else out here? Yeah, probably. Yep, definitely. And there they are. It's always really cool to actually be pushing with a hero. What I like to do when I'm playing off stream, I like to kind of roleplay it, create this story in my head on why Darth Vader is here. Or in Heroes vs. Villains, why 3 heroes or 3 villains, whichever they may be, are at a certain location duking out and fighting. That's actually a lot of fun to do. I love it. Heroes vs. Villains is my favorite mode to construct stories around. Sometimes I just play some Walker Assault, some Supremacy, you know, have a regular soldier going through the motions, having his own little story. Double kill from the grave. That was nice. I wish I didn't have these hiccups. Damn it! I have not been able to get rid of these. I tried everything. I got a few different methods. Obviously, you can hold your breath. You can plug your nose and drink water. You can drink water while looking at your index finger in between your eyes. That didn't work. Nothing worked. Let me try it one more time. This usually works for me. Plugging my nose doesn't really work too much. Sometimes it does, but if you look at your index finger, point it at your brow, between your eyes, cross your eyes, drink water while you're doing that, it should work. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Give me a sec. Probably placebo effect. Almost definitely placebo effect, actually. But, I don't know, maybe there's some science behind it. Probably jinxed myself saying it was a placebo effect. I should have done that. Oh, God, I missed. And the hiccups are back. What a lovely day. Please tell me you have a scatter. Oh, my God, he just ran right into it. He just died. Well, please, Mr. Thermal Detonator. It's not enough. Alright, somebody destroyed it. Holy crap. Good timing.
Rebel uplink is offline. Proceed as ordered.
They're moving on our position.
We got a lot of them on the outskirts. Crap. Wasting another scattergun. What is it with me and wasting scatterguns? Come on, grenade. Come on. Nothing. They're on to us. Scattergun's back. Excellent. Now that's more like it. Alright, so, we've got... Jesus! Yo, so when did everybody start using bowcasters? I think I've been killed by bowcasters more than I have been by blasters. Not explosions, though, obviously. Now, this is a war zone. Explosions are king. But seriously, those bowcasters are super popular now. I remember their patch a while back that turned into a diamond formation. It wasn't that popular then. They must have patched it again, maybe giving it a bit of a boost of damage or spread or range or something. Not to say that the Jetpack Plus bowcaster combo hasn't always been popular. It always has, just not like this. Well, I mean, it's as popular now as it was before the first bowcaster nerf. And as you guys remember, if you're veterans of the game, the first bowcaster was extremely powerful. It was ridiculous. Good thing they nerfed it. Of course, back then it was in a line formation, which made it very different. People still use it with jetpacks, yes. However, they also use it as crowd control, which you can no longer really do. You can use it as group control, but not crowd control. So weird. I thought this rebellion force would have been protecting this. But he actually wasn't. He just ran right past us. Damn. The match is not going well. Actually, yes it is. Whoa! Match is going great. Yo, we've got 2 walkers. Almost at full health. And they only have 3 Y-Wings inbound. The walkers are almost at the final destination. In another minute, the walkers will reach the destination of the GR-95 transport. And it will be destroyed. It's not called a GR-95 transport, it's called something else, like a GR-50 or something. GR-85? I can't remember, it's just numbers. Alright, Thermal Imploder, do your work. Oh, I already used that, and I got a squad shield instead. Oh. What? What? What the hell was that? Okay, I thought I got a direct hit on that guy. Well, not a direct hit, but a semi-direct hit. I don't know what's going on. I'm in a fever dream right now. I got hiccups. We're somehow winning. There's so many deaths, though. So many deaths on both sides. It's like the Clone Wars, but, you know, the original trilogy. Speaking of Clone Wars, I was hoping that the next Star Wars Battlefront was going to be the Clone Wars. I thought it would be a smarter idea to wait for the sequel trilogy Battlefront until we had more sequel trilogy movies. Instead, we're just going to have the content of the first and second sequel trilogy movie and nothing on the third. Maybe a DLC expansion pack, but that's it. I'm a little disappointed by that. I think. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really say. But I would have been a very happy camper if we had a prequel trilogy Battlefront and then a sequel trilogy Battlefront.
Hostile speeder is attacking the AT-AT.
Although, if they do a sequel trilogy Battlefront first, that means that a prequel trilogy Battlefront, if they ever do it, will be even more impressive in terms of graphics,
Enemy units nearby. They're black shots
which is
corner.
definitely very alluring. I would love it if we could get some lightsaber action that actually saws battle droids in half. You know? Doesn't just kill them, doesn't make them explode on contact, but instead,
Be on the lookout for
it dynamically, depending where the lightsaber happens to hit, it dynamically slices them apart. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance style. I'm gonna be silent for the next few seconds and try to get rid of these hiccups that have been plaguing me. I can't even believe we did as well as we did. I'm honestly in shock. Damn it! Immediately I get a hiccup on the exhale. That's just typical. Alright, I have a little water left. I'm gonna try plugging my nose this time. Wish me luck. Excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to mute my microphone, but I was just too late. I'm not gonna jinx it. What hiccups? What hiccups? What are you talking about? I don't have hiccups. I never get hiccups. I'm just that type of person. I don't get hiccups. I do need a jetpack, though. I don't think I've ever gotten hiccups in my life. It's actually kind of miraculous if you think about it. You'd think that at some point, with as much as I talk, I would have gotten hiccups, but no hiccups whatsoever. Alright, so I hate the Bowcaster people, but if you can't beat them, you join them. And there's got to be a reason why we died so much by the Bowcaster. You can't really avoid it. All they can do is miss. You can't really dodge it. And they're at such an angle where they're directly above you, you know? Not only are they above you, but they have a weapon that excels in splash damage. And it's fired in a bolt formation that is splash damage, focus. Diamond formation. It's like the perfect storm. What in the hell was that? I feel like a sniper just shot at us. Yes, you're a very strapping Celestian, and you got a great set of pipes on you, man. You know, let me join in. Let me join in with this Hellchoir. There we go. There we go. That's actually pretty sweet. Yo, it's been good, guys. Unlike our barbershop quartet we got going here, I should have switched to a Celestian myself, but I did a fancy one there. I changed octaves. I switched pitch. Hell, I'm the Frank Sinatra of Celestians. Alright, let's get focused. Oh, that was beautiful. I just saw 2 pulse cannon shots. Almost simultaneously. Not quite. Oh, crap. So I hate being killed by pulse cannons, obviously, but I love watching people get killed with pulse cannons. It just looks so sweet. They do a little flip. They do a little backwards flip. I love it. A little bit of Stormtrooper gymnastics. Love you guys, too. You guys are such good singers. Luke McCrone says, loving the stream massive. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks, Luke. I appreciate that donation, man. I appreciate this kind of words. We are definitely keeping up the good work. In fact, I got some exciting videos to come. Very exciting. I'm going to let it be a surprise, though. And it's not what you guys think, necessarily. And it's multiple things, too. So, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm really happy about it, though.
That's the end of Boba Fett.
Nice.
You know, I'm just gonna tell you guys one of them. One of them is a Battlefield 1. The beta ended, but this doesn't have to do with a live stream of Battlefield 1. This has to do with something else. It's a type of video that I enjoy making quite a bit. I captured many hundreds of gigabytes. Oh my god, they're coming after my quartet! No! They killed one of my quartet! Oh god, that was a nice flip. I love it. This is beautiful. 10 out of 10. I haven't cleared the landing zone. And our quartet is back in business. Wait, what the hell? We had a Weequay with us? Get the hell out of here. Weequay can't sing. Please, 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 please. Oh, just in time. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Y-wing bombers are incoming. We took too long. We actually failed our team. That's not good. That's not good. We only have 3 Y-wings. That's not going to be enough. That is so not enough. Nice hit. 55 points of damage. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, damn, I just remembered. I got new star cards. I got this thing, a little Bowcaster, and I got a jetpack. Wow. Off to a great start with the Bowcaster jetpack combo. Oh, crap. AT-AT's coming after us. Ah, you can't run from me, Stormtrooper.
Yes!
Alright, yo, we are currently at trait level 1. If you guys are wondering about the trait that we're featuring in this live stream, it makes you as fast as you possibly can be. It is, of course, the Escape Artist trait. And it's pretty damn sweet. It's really cool. It actually has some unexpected bonuses. I didn't quite realize the ramifications of having one-hit kill melee. I kind of just brushed it off like, ah, that's cool. That's neat. It's more than neat. It's more than cool. It's a game changer if you can use it right. Especially if you're a man of stealth or a woman of stealth. If you like that, you like this trait card because... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Must use the jetpack to get to us that fast. Anyway, it basically gives you a lightsaber. What is a one-hit kill melee weapon in this game? That's right. It's a lightsaber. Granted, you don't have the range of Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker because you can't throw it and you can't dash forward with it. I guess you could jetpack to somebody and then melee them. Regardless, one-hit kill melee for a regular soldier is huge. I know a lot of people are big fans of melee. So if you are... Close but no cigar. If you are, you're gonna love this. Alright, we gotta be more careful. Be more careful as I spawn on my teammates. That's the opposite of careful. You don't often want to spawn on your teammates. I know I do it a lot, but that's just because I want to get to the action. I want to show you guys the action. I'm like a war photographer. I'm a war reporter, you know? I gotta show the meat of everything going on. But it gets me killed. Quite a bit. Oh god, ATST. Oh, I can't go toe-to-toe with him. You got metal toes, steel toes. My toes would be crushed. My toes wouldn't stand a chance. Damn it, came up behind us. You know what? I'm gonna place bets. Okay? I'm gonna say it's gonna take 5 respawns before we see someone that doesn't have a jetpack inside of their loadout. I'm gonna say for the next I'm gonna say for the next 5 deaths, it's going to be jump packs all the way in these loadouts. They are so common. They're more common than they used to be. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's some type of a patch that they did. But, yeah, they are huge.
Lando Calrissian is here to help take on the Imperials.
Oh, come on.
Yes!
Don't die, don't die, don't die. Oh, thank goodness.
We've claimed our first victory.
Oh, son of a bitch! Stay out behind us. Just when we were celebrating. We only got 1 kill on that orbital strike anyway. When this game first released, orbital strikes were my favorite pickup, but that has definitely since changed. Now my favorite pickup is by far the thermal imploder. Not that I didn't like the thermal imploder when it first released, but I thought the orbital strike was better. It isn't. It can be, but thermal imploder is usually less situational. And the orbital strike is usually more situational. It's a lot easier to move around in wide open spaces than it is in hallways and places with roofs. Which is why the thermal imploder just excels so much. And it's also effective outside. You can only use orbital bombardments outside. You can't use them inside. You don't have any choices or freedom. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. You hear him singing to me? He's trying to serenade me.
But I'm a man of the Bespin God. I will not be seduced by a mere Celestian.
Twilight, yes. Celestian, no. Although you're all very cute. Very, very strapping young little Celestians. Are they all like, do they have females? Do they have males? Do they have both in one? I don't know. I don't know much about Celestian anatomy. Honestly, I don't want to know anything about Celestian anatomy. Don't treat that as a question, I was just talking out loud. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. I don't want to know. I could have placed that better. I'm just going to get one kill with this and that's it.
Double kill.
I stand corrected. Ha! We got 2 kills. I didn't see anybody walking toward it. They must use a jetpack to get into my orbital strike. They were too far away otherwise. I love that emote. What emote is that? It's got to be Celestian specific. It's got to be... Do they have like a Fonz emote? And the humans say, "Ay," and the Celestians say, they're yawning. Ah, crap, they're behind me. Alright, so we've been shooting the breeze, we've been having some fun.
But now we go to war.
Seriously, I'm not even going to spawn on my teammates, although I basically did. What we're going to be doing now, I'm going to be protecting these uplinks and actually bringing them online. We haven't brought them online yet. Which has not been very wise. Jesus. That was one hell of an orbital strike. Oh god, Dengar! No! Damn it. Dengar's a damn good hero. I'm curious to see if Chewie's gonna be similar. I'm guessing Chewie's gonna be kind of similar to Dengar in a way. If I had to guess, I would say Chewie's gonna be a combo of Dengar. Yeah, we're gonna lose. We already lost. Maybe. Actually, we have a lot of Y-Wings. I'm actually shocked by the... Shit. I'm shocked by the number of Y-Wings that we have. Regardless, I think that Chewie's gonna be a combination of Dengar and... Greedo. In terms of grenades and bandolier and stuff like that. However, it's entirely possible that it's going to be a Bosk that's going to be more like Greedo. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Just got clear that orbital strike. I got a lot of damage dealt to me. Oh crap, there's another one. Ah! Good escape. Good escape. Let's go back into first person for a while. That way I can see all my Celestian lovelies up close and personal. Oh god. Damn it! Just missed. He's gonna come around the left, isn't he?
Vader is nearby.
Oh, you tricky little shock trooper. Actually, he didn't. Weird. Totally unexpected. Damn it. Now that was expected. Them coming up behind me. That was totally expected. Okay, how we doing up here? We're gonna need those, air speeders to take these walkers down. We're not gonna be able to take them down with our guns. Unfortunately, we have some pretty heavy ordnance. But with one... Jesus, that noise is so weird. It's different every time. Sometimes it sounds like they're saying hey. Other times it sounds like they're saying nay. That time is like a horse's neigh. I love it. Anyway, I need to find that emote. Is that the Tusken Raider emote for the Celestians? No, it can't be. It can't be. It's got to be something different. I wish I knew. I just don't. Is this turbo laser open? Ah, that's not a turbo laser. My mistake.
Well done.
Do we have a turbo laser?
Deactivated the
Turbo laser's dead.
Now defend.
Great. No! It's like the choirs of hell. And it looks like we're in hell. Nice, good kill. Okay, let's get on a roll, guys. We're currently using the brand new trait card called Escape Artist. And Escape Artist basically makes you light on your feet. More importantly, not only makes you light on your feet, instead, it also grants you one-hit kills with melee. So you will no longer need to get multiple kills with melee. You will no longer need to maneuver around somebody's back to get a good kill on them. Instead, you just treat your arms like they're lightsabers. Your arms are now licensed weapons. I miscalculated where they're gonna be. Give me something good. I need a miracle. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne. Well, somebody grabbed my little toolkit before I could. Where do we spawn? Oh, come on! Yeah, that's why I don't spawn on teammates. Yet, here I go spawning on a teammate again. Still, I shouldn't have done that.
We have activated the
I don't know how people do that.
Well done.
Well, I know how to do that. They've been doing it many times, and they've been doing it for a long time. I'll get it with some practice. Hell, back in the day, it used to be one of my best star cards.
Reactivated.
I loved that thing close to release. Everybody did. Everybody was using the Bowcaster. Unless they were too low level for it, of course. But most people were high enough level. Most people were good for it. Alright. Yeah, we got 2 Y-Wings incoming. This is definitely going to be a loss. Unless we go find one of those T-47 airspeeders, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Damn, that was good. I don't even know what the heck he did. We just went flying. Alright, we gotta refocus. The T-47 airspeeder, there it is. It's our only hope. I think someone's about to say it. I hope not. I hope not. I don't have a jetpack, so I can't get up there fast. Oh, it's still there. It's just a few meters out. Come on, baby, come on. Come on! Alright, I got the jetpack, but I don't want to use it just yet. Oh, thank God.
Requesting air support.
Yes!
Okay, we gotta stay alive. This is not gonna be easy. Once the uplinks are down, we can go in and try to take these walkers out old style. The way that Skywalker taught us to. We just need to watch out for the turbo lasers. They will wreck us. Okay. Not yet. Not yet. We need all the health that we can save, so I'm not gonna risk us. Maybe a little bit of a strafing run, but that's it. Then, we get the heck out of here. Oh crap, they're locking. Yep, that's bad, that's bad. Missile incoming. Thank you, sensor jammer.
Well done.
Oh, let's save their butts. Alright, Y-Wings are incoming, let's do it. They're not vulnerable yet, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. A few more seconds. Alright, let's go. Let's do this thing. Attaching tow cable. Oh, but what the hell? How the hell did I kill myself? What the heck just happened?
The walker is exposed.
Walker is within firing range of our escape.
I've never had that happen before. Or have I? Have I? I don't know, I played this map so many times. Damn it! Damn it, I was well within the parameters! Did it glitch out? It probably glitched out or something. I thought if you went out of the parameters, that's when you could possibly hit a wall or crash or something. Oh my goodness. Guys, rank 70. Hello, mama. Not our best match, but that's okay. I had fun with it. So, I'm seeing a lot of you guys just joining up. I'm going to repeat a bit of news. It's important news. It's big news. I am finally, come Saturday, no longer going to be playing PlayStation 4 games or Xbox One games in my capture card preview window on my computer monitor with loads of input lag. Very excited about this. It's going to be so different. I've been playing PS4 games on stream exclusively in my preview window, exclusively on my computer monitor since, well, almost 2 years now. But Saturday, I'll be playing how I normally play on my television or my projector. because I finally found a powered, lagless splitter, which seems to be unanimous, and the company got back to me. The company got back to me and said, yes, it is lagless, so that's exactly what I needed. I'll finally be able to stream regularly, and that's great. I was holding out for some sort of a... gorgeous. I was holding out for some sort of a pass-through daughter card for my capture card. Unfortunately, I just couldn't find that. It didn't seem to exist. So that was a shame. But I bit the bullet and I decided to take the chance on a splitter. It may not work, but I really, really hope it does. Alright, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to go into a different game mode here. And this is going to be our last match of the night. I can't believe we have the shock trooper now. That's awesome. Unfortunately, everybody's using it, just like I thought. What I think that they should do to make the game more immersive would be a random chance that you could spawn as the skin that you have selected. So you select the skin preference, right? People will be so pissed about this. But you select a skin preference, and I wanted to play heroes versus villains. Well, I got turning points. We got supremacy. You know what? It's been a long time since we played Fighter Squadron. Let's play some vanilla Fighter Squadron with our YouTube family. This is going to be great. We haven't really played a lot of Fighter Squadron with our YouTube family members. This is going to be interesting. If you guys are new to the channel, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. We're playing with subscribers. Most streams of Star Wars Battlefront, most streams of Battlefield 1, we're going to be playing with subscribers. So if you guys own a PlayStation 4, if you own a copy of the game, feel free to join up with us. We're going to be playing a lot of Battlefield 1 with subscribers, by the way. 64. Technically 63. 63 subscribers in a match. And myself. It's going to be tremendous. I can't wait. Regardless. I just remember I'm going to need to put a delay on that. I'm going to need to put a delay on that. People are going to be watching the stream, trying to find me, trying to cheat. Trying to cheat. Can't have that. Anyway. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about that. Regardless. Fighter Squadron, here we come. What's up, Massive from San Antonio? Welcome, AC Fitness. Welcome to the stream, man. San Antonio, huh? How's the weather over there right now? It's starting to cool down where I am. It's feeling pretty nice outside, most of the time anyway. I am freezing my ass off right now. I, spilled some water. It's a long story. It's PlayStation's fault, and I'm not being petty. It's actually accurate. Anyway. Everything's PlayStation's fault. My God. Regardless, my socks are soaking wet. I should just take them off. I'm going to take them off. Oh, man, my feet are... Oh, wow, they're ice cold. Wow. They are numb. They're so cold. Literally. Interesting. We're joining this match before it even starts. Yet, somehow, people are making score. How are they doing that? We got San Diego, California. We got Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got Philly. Yeah! Hometown Philly. What else we got? Virginia. And it's starting to get cold around Virginia. I kind of envy that. I'm not saying I like snow, but I don't like heat either. I lived in Florida for the longest time, and I was born in Haiti, so I'm definitely used to heat. And I'll take a cool breeze any day. Not driving snow, but not sweltering either. You know, just right. Which I guess sounds really picky, but damn it, I'm talking about my wishes and my wants, not what I expect. You guys know what I'm doing right now. I'm doing something that's very old school. And that is, of course, looking for that hero pickup, which should be spawning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are. 9-minute counter. Hero pickup should be spawning anytime now. We just don't know where it's going to be. Hell, it's possible that it already spawned. It can spawn 15 minutes out. It can spawn 60 seconds out. Well, 15 seconds out. Not, you know. Anyway, it's pretty random. Ah, shit. We already have him. Never mind. I was hoping that we could get the slave one, but that's already been claimed. Alright. Let's take these moof milkers out. A lot of X-Wings. I wonder how many of them are actually AI and how many are human. It used to be that the A-Wing was the most popular vessel by far because it was OP. Not anymore. I wonder how many people still think that the A-Wing's OP, so they use it anyway, out of habit. Probably not too many. Nah, these are just AI. Oh, crap. I didn't realize we were so far out. There we go.
A rebel transport ship is attempting to escape.
Nice.
Fire at will.
Way to transport ship inbound.
Burn it to the ground.
I have eyes on the transport ship. It's pretty far out. Opening fire. Nice. Nice. Decent damage. Start firing on these transport ships even before you have a solid lock. Your blaster fire is able to travel. Holy crap! Your blaster fire is able to travel an enormous distance. So all you need to do is lead that target, and you will be good to go. Okay, what the heck's going on here? What? Yo, what's happening right now? I was being super careful. We don't have any humans in the enemy team. Alright. There's some really strange stuff going on out here, and I just can't tell what it is. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna die, by the way. So we can just go hog wild. And I'm completely serious about this. There is no chance in hell that we're dying unless we crash. Alright.
Let's rake 'em in, boys.
Another one bites the dust. Don't let these thugs intimidate you. They're paper tigers. Where do they train these guys?
On a farm?
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Alright, so all of a sudden... Damn. All of a sudden, humans are in play. What the heck is going on here? I'm gonna spawn as a regular TIE fighter. The reason why it's a good idea to spawn as an X-Wing or a TIE fighter is because you're gonna be disguised. Alright? You're gonna blend in with the rest of the AI ships, which is a very, very good thing. You see, AI never spawns as interceptors. AI never spawns as A-Wings. They only spawn as X-Wings and TIEs. So, it is a distinct possibility that... Crap. Damn it. It's a distinct possibility that they're going to see. They're going to assume that you're just one of the AI, and they're going to go after the juicy targets. They're going to go after the humans. If they see an A-Wing, an interceptor, instantly they know what it is. Let's get back to that battlefield. ASAP. Let's go in low. Nice. I'm gonna have a good lock in these guys. That's a good kill. We got some hostiles in our 6. Let's see if we can lose these move milkers. Oh, damn it! Well, couldn't lose him. We're getting real close here. Transport just barely escaped, and they gotta be pissed. I doubt they're happy about this turn of events. Nice. Another X-Wing down. Let's not get cocky yet. We still have a chance to die. That's not a bad pilot. Unfortunately, isn't quite good enough.
Rebel fighter neutralized.
Come on, missiles. Come on! Ah, good enough. Don't even need the missile. What else we got? So the best thing to do is go after weak targets. Obviously. That's how it works. You pick them off the herd. The bigger the forces that they have are, the more dangerous they're going to be. So if you thin them out a little bit, you thin down their ranks, they're going to have a much more difficult time taking them down. Come on. Come on. Please lose them. I need some health. Stat. It's not too far. Oh, crap. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Once you're at a low enough point in your health, you're probably going to die and you probably can't avoid it. You can do your best, but there's only so much you can do. Alright, we have another Lambda-class transport shuttle going through the battlefield. It's carrying vital war requisitions. It must exit the battlefield unscathed, or at least alive. Let's see what we can do. Oh, it's losing a hell of a lot. Oh my god! It's losing a hell of a lot of health. This is bad. This is very, very bad. No, man.
Taking effective fire. It's down.
Ugh. Damn. We need a rebellion transport ship is what we need. They're starting to catch up to us. We have a bit of a lead right now. 180 versus 140. Not too shabby, but we need to be doing better. We're gonna close that gap, and we're gonna close it fast. Nice torpedo dodge. Nah, that's not a human Falcon. Nah, that's not a human. Is that a human? Nah, that's not a human either. No god! I can't dodge this one! Damn.
Rebels coming into your range. Omega 16 in position.
Well, that was rude. These TIE interceptors think they own the place. Hey, listen. TIE fighters are a choice. I could have gotten an interceptor if I wanted to. I wanted a regular old TIE fighter. I'm old school like that. You may think you're all high and mighty flying around in that interceptor, but you're not too special. You're not that cool.
Damn it, Rufus!
He did some good maneuvers. He dodged the heck out of my bullets. Wait. Is that a hero icon? Where was that? Damn it! I think I saw a hero icon. Are they alive? Oh god, that was a hero icon. Oh, I'm kicking myself. The Slave 1 is up for grabs. I need it. Alright, I'm gonna unleash all my speed. Hopefully that transport ship, that rebellion transport ship is gonna distract the rest of my teammates. So I can swoop in and we can play as Boba Fett. Come on. Come on! Yes! Woo!
Watch the crossfire. We failed to halt the rebel transport.
I always get my man. He's worth a lot to me.
Worth a hell of a lot more than 230. Alright, we're playing as Boba Fett inside of the legendary Slave 1 Starcraft. These guys don't stand a chance.
Let's show them the true might of the Empire.
Where's the Falcon? Is the Falcon dead right now? Anyway, let's show them what we can do. This thing is great. It's a great ship. Beautiful. I'm not seeing the Falcon. We gotta watch out for him though. He can definitely wreck us. If he chooses to play for kills instead of playing the objective, we're in trouble. That means we can't play the objective anymore, and then we gotta circle strafe him, and then both heroes have been wasted on either team, which could be the Falcon's plan. That wasn't a very smart move on his part. Yeah, everybody is circling around us. Pro tip, it is good to take down an enemy ship, but it's more worth your time to take down hostile fighters than it is to take down a hero. Obviously, hero units make a huge difference inside of a match. They can make or break it, but... Damn, I almost slammed into him. But, Humies still take the cake. Ah, shit. The entire enemy team is coming after me. We're bleeding out. We're bleeding like a damn stuck pig. That's another one down. And some roadkill. Ah, shit.
Just another target.
Well, we brought ourselves up a little bit. We're now at 289. 292. The enemy's at 285, so we got a fighting chance. It's just not going to be easy to continue this fight with the lead. Yeah, they're catching up already. It looks like, by and large, they have a few more fighters that are better than a few of ours. And that's not good. That's why it's neck and neck. We had a quick and fast influx of kills, but it didn't last very long. And you can see that our advantage is starting to dwindle already, now that the Slave 1 is gone, and they have just overtaken us. This is 0 hour. We are very desperate. Damn it. We had to devise a new strategy. We had to devise a new plan. We may be able to get the slave one again. If we can, we should be able to give us just enough of a lead to maybe win the game by the time the 50 seconds is up. But I don't think when we get the slave one, I don't think it's going to spawn in time. But we can make one hell of a difference if I can just get in the cockpit. Crap, they're on my ass. Alright, I can no longer search for the slave one. Ah, Jesus Christ. Yes! Woo! Yo, at least we took him out. He's not going to be firing at any of our friends. I don't believe that counted as a kill for us at all, but that's okay. He's still out of commission. That's all that matters. 336 versus 349, 350. This is not good. We have 20 seconds remaining, less than 20 seconds. It's no longer time for the slave one to save us. That's not going to happen. Hell, the intro for the slave one takes longer than 10 seconds. Yeah, this is game over. Let's just see if we can get a final kill or two. Oh, there's one. Forces against AI. Oh my god! Woo! Yo, we pulled a victory straight out of our butts. That was great. Damn good match. Wait, why does it say I have 0 bars? I should have a great connection. It doesn't matter. We came out victorious. That's what matters. And we got 706 credits. Not bad at all. That was great. Unfortunately, Astro Gobo is right. That question that you asked was right on the nose. This was the last match of the live stream, but it was one heck of a match, and that was amazing, man. I did not expect that victory. I was fully prepared for defeat. Well, you're never fully prepared for defeat, luckily. But we persevered. We pulled through. That was great. In any case, thank you guys for joining us for this latest Star Wars Battlefront live stream. I hope you enjoyed our adventures through Star Wars Battlefront as much as I did. Once again, that splitter is going to be here Saturday. Tomorrow is going to be the day that Overwatch is free to play on PS4 and Xbox One for a limited amount of time, so I highly recommend you guys check that out. It's a really good game, and it's free, so why not download it? Why not just give a little spin? Regardless, once again, thank you YouTube family for joining me for this live stream. We stream just about every single day, so if you guys aren't subscribed, if you like the stream, subscribe for more, or leave a like if you want to see more Battlefront. We have more Battlefront to come. We have a lot of things to come. Not just Battlefront, but other things as well. In any case, may the Force be with you, always. Now is the time for shoutouts. And I just happen to know exactly where my phone is, so we are completely good for these shoutouts. We're completely I almost said completely repaired. Ha! Thank God humans don't need repairs. Imagine if we had like nuts and bolts. Ew! Imagine like we had like bolts. You know what bolts look like, right? You use a wrench to screw them in. You had bolts made out of bone and flesh. It's sticking out of your skin, and sometimes you need to take a wrench and just like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Mental image, go away. Alright, let's do these shoutouts. 2-minute timer is starting. I almost had 14 hours and 2 minutes. My lord. Alright, we're good. Starting now. Shout out to Dark Shadow 3117. And shout out to Ghost001, Hoot Owl 22, and Stephen Fox. Ghost001 asks, Massive G, can love bloom on the battlefield? Yes, but only when Celestians are involved, especially if they're singing. Such is the mating call of the lovely, beautiful Celestian race. Resuming shoutouts. Shout out to Scott Oz. Shout out to Warrior Productions. Chatulous. Bob the Smiling Face. Shout out to GE Player. Welcome back, my man. Shout out to Ryan Mitchell. Shout out to Ultra Flop. Alex Bell TM. Shout out to Awkward Rock. Shout out to Zolang, DJ Sam. Shout out to Traitor. Oh shit, it's a Star Wars reference. Traitor. Shout out to William Moore. Shout out to Darksaber Demon, who recently started school. And streaming is all that keeps him sane. That is awesome. Shout out to Lee Wheeler, Half Cactus. Shout out to AGL Blue. Shout out to Carlo Nicastro. Shout out to Jack Harper, Jean-Luc Madrid. Shout out to Hunter Peterson. Shout out to Sir Go. Shout out to Kevin Chen. Shout out to Bacon on Everything. I'll second that. Shout out to Mean Gosh. Wait, what was that? Scroll past me. Shout out to Mean Grashi. Shout out to Dark Shadows 3117. Shout out to Dylan Swanson and Jordan Hughes. Shout out to Baron Ewan 8U Golden Deluxe. Shout out to Jiden Foster. Shout out to Parker Edwards. Shout out to Sir Squirrel. Sir Goat. Naomi Phoenix. Klingon Opera. What? Shout out to Kevin Chen. Shout out to Joan Moose. Who I think. Wait, someone just subscribed. Who just subscribed? Who just subscribed? Give me a second. I'm going on a little manhunt right now. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Subscribe. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hold on. Shout out to Astro Gobo, who actually subscribed and joined our fam during this live stream. This is the third live one that he has caught. That's awesome, Astro. Welcome to the fam, man. It's good to have you with us. Resuming regular shoutouts. Your regular program of shoutouts resumes now. Shout out to Nolan Schmidt. Shout out to Deacon Blues. Shout out to DJ Sam. Shout out to Brock Cummings. Shout out to Mario Magni. Shout out to MT Seifert. Ekenobi75. Shout out to Elaine. Shout out to Top Dog. Levi Bowman. Shout out to David L. Splaying. Shout out to Baron Ewan. Palpatine. Shout out to Todd Preble. Shout out to Christopher Propf. Shout out to Mixtape Fire 3218. Shout out to Ultra Flop and Alex Bell TM. Who else we got here? Tyken 1243. J-Man Cheesecake. Like that name. Shout out to Awkward Rook. Shout out to. Actually, I think he spelled it Awkwarder Ook. Shout out to Awkwarder Ook. Shout out to King Quasi. GT Baller 2K. Shout out to myself forgetting to resume the shout out timer. Shout out to Pancake Face. Shout out to The Covenant. Shout out to Eli Otak, who just joined the massive family. Welcome to the fam, Eli. Shout out to Kevin. Wait, what was that last name? How to pronounce this? I gotta pause the timer. Alright, I got a name I've never seen before. I got it. Shout out to Kevin Remberti. Nice. Second time's a charm. And that horrific noise is my phone vibrating against my desk. That is the 2-minute timer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for this latest Battlefront adventure. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Always. Take care, fam. I'll see you soon. God, I hate the noise of a phone vibrating. Instant anxiety, especially when I'm not expecting a phone call. I hate that. I hate it. I don't like vibrations in phones. I don't like it. I should turn my no, if I turn my vibration off, I won't even hear it. I'm just rambling to myself. I don't like phone calls I'm not expecting. That's that simple. Take care, guys. Surprise 5 shoutouts! I scared, didn't I? You guys weren't expecting that. Alright, first of the 5 surprise shoutouts goes to NeoSonic98, who was FabFun1966 inside of the stream, yet he somehow got in our game, but he wasn't even in our party. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Leafo City. In a world where there's only 3 more shoutouts, who will receive them? Shout out to Master Gecko. He's the 3rd. Who's the 4th? Shout out to Kenny Vega. He's the 4th. The 5th. We only have 1 more. Who's gonna be? Shout out to Christian Lovo. There we go. All right. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. I love the surprise shout outs, man.